Bill Burr and Jim Jeffries making their way into the studio. Got to go to Sean in Rochester real fast.
Hey there, Sean.
What's up, Shawnee?
Hey, guys.
Hey.
I was just watching a Today Show, getting ready, and some 13-year-old girl just said cunt twice to Meredith.
Yeah, it's coming in a lot, so I guess it happened. We're trying to get the audio.
What was the circumstance? Like, what happened?
They're talking about I guess some girl got beat to, like, half to death over a text message.
Yeah.
And they were asking her what the text messages she saw said. And she just said it, and
oh, that's great.
you know, like, called her a cunt. Yeah, it was pretty wild.
And then I heard Meredith Vieira gave her a scolding or something.
Yeah, she just said, please watch your language, honey.
Meredith.
All right, well, thank you for the heads up. We'll get the audio on the air soon.
Look who's joining us.
All right, brother.
Look who's joining us.
Bill Burr and Jim Jeffries in studio.
Jim Jeffries.
Hello, gentlemen.
Let me get the plugs in. Bill Burr's going to be at Caroline's this weekend, right, Bill?
Yeah, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
So starting tonight through and Sunday, it says. Oh no, I guess
Sunday's
okay, no, never mind. It says Sunday, 12 a.m. So they're looking at a third show Saturday night for you.
Yeah.
You're that guy now at Caroline's.
Yes, I am. They're working me like a dog.
Holy shit.
No, they've always had the third show, and like 25 people show up. Let's get through this quick. What's the deal with everything? Good night, everybody.
You feel good because you got 2 sold-out shows, so they go, look, let's go for a third.
Yeah,
and they have to ruin it all for
It's kind of one of those things, somebody finally told me that. Just do 3 on Saturday rather than doing the 1 on Sunday, because the same 150 people show up.
That's a good idea. You know? And then Jim Jeffries is at the Stress Factory starting tonight, right, Jim?
Yep.
We want to know, are you drunk?
No.
I saw your tweet about 5:30 in the morning saying...
I've apologized to all of you individually for the last time I was here.
I apologize. Great.
Yeah, I watched about 5 minutes of it back on the internet. Now, I got to say, because I did come in, last time I was here, I was plied with so much drugs, it was unbelievable, right? And I had a girlfriend at the time, and then I was hitting on that thing, so I lost that girlfriend. And because people kept on putting it up on the fucking internet, like this whole thing of me just openly saying I'm on drugs and then I shagged some bird or something. And I was actually writing to people to get it taken down, but they were putting it up faster than I could put it on.
There's no fighting the internet.
There's no damage control on the internet. It's over.
Once it's on there, it's done.
Damage burst.
Spreads like the plague.
But I was a mess, and I'd like to openly apologize for the last time.
I don't even think one's necessary.
So you are sober.
Great
That's
job.
a drag for everybody.
Yeah, that's what people want to hear me wasted now, don't they?
It was a lot of fun last time.
He's apologizing for great radio.
I know, right?
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
Sorry, I made your job easy.
Thanks for apologizing. Jesus.
Bill, the Gary Coleman photos, someone was telling me you're all pissed off about that. E-Rock was telling me.
Oh, no. Yeah. He just told me about it. I didn't follow that. I was real depressed when he died.
Yeah.
We had him on, man. It was depressing.
My age, just to know, even with kidney failure, somebody can die at that age.
Kind of freakish. Yeah. Yeah, not just.
But it means that you've got a
guy.
better chance.
No, I understand, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just still, like, I thought that he was going to have the Travolta comeback, you know, like Tarantino would somehow figure out how to make him a badass. You know what I mean? You have the 2 chrome guns, and all of a sudden, Gary's back.
Bring in the midget.
Coleman.
Yeah, some of the medical breakthroughs, they could grow a couple kidneys in like a petri dish.
Yeah, help
stick them in there.
But obviously his wife was a right cunt, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, something's going on with
She's got to be. Like that whole 911 call where she's just like going, don't, and she goes, I suffer from seizures.
I'm very suspect of her, by the way. I'm very suspect of this whole thing.
I heard Opie already called that maybe she was involved.
No, Anthony.
I was.
No, I said Al Gore's gay.
Gay.
We got a couple things going on the show.
I've
been watching too many shows, those crime shows.
Okay.
The real ones, not CSI or something like that, but, that First 48, and then
the
Cold Case Files.
First 48 is going to get somebody killed.
It already, they're saying they were kind of responsible for somebody being shot in Chicago.
Why wouldn't they? I like when they black out somebody's face, but they leave their voice. Like if they blacked out your face, like I wouldn't know that was you.
Yeah, you wouldn't know it's me.
And you're standing in front of your vehicle, but they blacked out the license plate. Gee, there sure are a lot of El Caminos out there.
They're
I wonder
dealing
whose
with
that
some
is.
hardcore motherfuckers too, like killers, and they just barely pixelate some guy's face.
Dude,
Yeah,
I saw one.
him.
I saw one where there was like an 8-year-old kid who saw the shooting. So they walk up to the kid's house. They're showing the kid's entire house, and then they black out his face, and then they pan for just in case the
No, they
criminals
didn't black out his face.
Oh Jesus, Anthony! Really? Still?
Hey, kid, close your eyes, kid.
Still.
You think he's going to change?
You
since the
just
last-
figured.
Bill.
It started off. He seemed like he had a little sympathy for Gary Coleman. He was
Yeah,
siding
I
on
do.
him, and I was like, maybe he flipped a little bit.
I do. I have
You know?
a lot of sympathy
Oh,
for Gary
come on,
Coleman. I
Anthony.
think he was murdered. I think he was murdered. I
By
absolutely
what? That
think-
pure
by
white
that
woman?
Horrid
Wait,
woman.
I want to know what
Pure
they.
white woman.
I want to know what they panned to.
They panned to basically what the kids saw, the crime. So just in case the guys was just so fucking stupid that they couldn't figure out what house that was, they showed its juxtaposition to what the kids saw.
To where the crime
Yeah.
was. It's within shooting distance. Yeah.
Yeah, they
It's
do
very
everything.
obvious where the witness lives.
Yeah, they show their house,
Come on.
their whole body from the neck down, their car. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
They had a big issue in Chicago. They were serving an arrest warrant for some guy, and it was a murder rap. So they took the crew down, the camera crew. They got one of the teams together that bust into the house. They busted open the door, and there are allegations that right as the door opened, one of the cops fired into the room and hit a girl, like 9, 10-year-old girl, and killed her. And this was all on video from First 48. So the Chicago mayor has now said there will be no more cameras following around police during any of these
Exposing
activities.
what we're doing.
But it's like exposing what we're doing.
It's like that
like that
gay
didn't
guy
do
who
it.
got tasered
That's
off
not
the
the
cliff
camera.
the other day. What was
Yeah,
that?
Oh, the porn guy.
Yeah, the porn. Was he a gay porn star or was he regular?
No, I think he's right.
All
Regular.
right, good for him.
Good for him.
But it was that whole thing they go, because of the taser that made him fall off. He was jumping already.
He was jumping.
Yeah, he was already.
He was doing the old suicide by cop.
Yeah, suicide by cop.
Yeah.
You pull out fucking something shiny and point it at him real quick, and you're done for.
Close your eyes and look the other way.
That's it. I didn't kill myself. At least I could be buried in a real cemetery. I don't know. It's I
Yeah,
don't
but doesn't
think the
God know
cameras
what
are
you're
anything.
thinking?
No.
God knows what you're thinking, then technically you don't get in.
Yeah, isn't that a technicality? But I mean, come on, you can still get in, right?
What, you're saying
You
if you
didn't do
if
it.
you kill yourself, you don't get into heaven?
You go to purgatory, which
Yeah,
is,
there's like-
which is the
that,
shit.
man.
thing
That's
going
not
on.
fair.
So if
I'm
you
planning on killing myself one day. I don't need this heaped on.
now the whole afterlife's gonna be fucked up.
I don't. There's no God. What a ridiculous thing to say. what a ridiculous American fucking idea.
Yeah, because we're the only
Oh,
ones
yeah,
in the
we're the
world.
only ones.
No, 85% of Americans believe in God. In Australia, it's like 32%.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wow, they're so
Well,
advanced
simply-
over there.
Yeah, they really are.
that's great.
Bunch of kangaroo rapists.
That and men at work. Crocodile Dundee.
We believe
Jesus
in men at
Christ.
work and crocodile.
What do the rest believe in? Just nothingness?
Just cricket.
cricket.
You know, I don't
That's
know.
it?
Just, casual racism.
You don't believe in, there's not a big religious thing going on down there, huh?
No, it's too hot for that type of activity.
Too hot for that, yeah. So you just think it's just blackness and
I
nothingness?
just think, of course, when you die, it's like,
over.
yeah, it's like
before you were born.
Before you were born, same thing.
No, you become part of the earth.
Yeah.
That's what we're supposed to be doing.
Physically.
We're not supposed to be put in caskets. You're supposed to go on the ground and become like a fossil fuel or like limestone. You just get impacted down.
Yeah, I
and
think
you
after
make,
a while,
you make a canyon.
no matter what it is, it kind of happens, right? You know, even if you're in a casket, 1,000 years ain't going to do it, but maybe 10,000, there'll be nothing left.
You should get burnt when you die. You shouldn't get put in a casket and get.
Put
Because
them in
by-
the ground, enrich the soil.
No, burn and then just scatter ashes. Because if you put someone in a fucking box under the ground, people are going to keep coming along. We're going to run out of ground space. It's just common maths, right?
Yeah.
But also, it's people don't take care of the gravestones after the kids. Grandkids don't give a fuck. They're never
so
cleaning
you're
up the
saying, like,
tombstone.
as time goes by,
You only get one
it's an eyesore.
generation of care. You get one more generation of care on your tombstone, and after that, you're a fucking nobody.
The grandkids ain't picking weeds out from there.
No one cares. No
Yeah.
one's cleaning that thing.
Cleaning up the
That is
flowers.
the God's honest truth right there.
Yeah, and if you didn't
Man.
have kids, you don't even get a generation. You get fucking nothing. You get till your brother dies.
That's true, because you go to a funeral, you go to the cemetery, they plant whoever you're fucking planting, and then when you're walking out, you look down at some of those most headstones in there, they're pretty old.
Yeah.
And no one's been in front of that thing with any emotion for fucking years.
Some creepy historian.
Yeah, that's it.
Looking you up in the town records. He was a cobbler.
He was a cobbler. That's exactly it. No one cares, though. There's no caring, kneeling by the grave and talking to it, and you meant so much.
I'm saying you shouldn't even go in a casket. Just stick you in the ground.
In the ground, like
raw. Yeah, grow corn over you.
My friend died when I was
some snow peas.
When I was 16, my best mate died in a car accident. Right,
Oh, that's tragic.
But that's what every teenager has a story where someone at school dies in a fucking car.
Yeah.
But then he used to surf every day. So his mum said to me and his other mate and his brother said, "All right, look, go scatter him out at the beach where he surfed every morning." Right. So we swam out with this bag of ashes above our heads, like all crying, Swam out in the water and made a little circle and said, "Goodbye, Nick. You're a good mate. See you later." And then we cracked the bag open, just fucking covered in ash. We went out with such emotion and ran out like fucking, get it off me! Get it off me!
Yeah, this is his essence, man. We're going to pour it in the ocean where he was happiest. This is what's him. It's his essence. Ew! Ew, motherfucker!
You inhale his femur.
It was all over me. Most of him was showered off at one of those little, those outdoor showers.
Oh, shit. So he just went down with some drainage.
That's where he's actually scattered in the sewage system of Bondi Beach.
God damn, man.
God, that's funny.
Tragic. No, Gary Coleman. Get back
All right,
to
back to that.
Tragic. I think it was
so
murder.
very tragic.
I think it was murder, though. And now they're talking about some kind of blood spatter evidence that not to.
That was just his kidney
doesn't go
fucking
along
rejecting.
with,
Nah, there's
her
something going on
story.
there. They're looking into it. Somebody's going to get arrested.
I think she has no
Little black male.
emotion for this guy.
She's a chick. She'll get away with it.
Yeah.
She'll do that thing where they put both their hands right above on their breastplate.
I didn't have
And they just get out of it. That's all they have to do.
I didn't know that strangling him was wrong.
like this.
They just
I was in the kitchen and
It's like all those wives are like mob bosses, like they have no fucking idea. I thought he was a baker. Really? Really? Is that what you thought he was doing?
Yeah, no mob boss wife ever goes away for anything, and they know everything that went on.
It's like you didn't wonder how a baker drove a Bentley. How did it not occur to you, stupid?
I am Enzo.
Oh, fuck. Did you see the bedside photo, though?
I saw that. She looked.
She leaned in, Bill. Did you see the photo?
Like she's taking a shot with fucking. It looked like Jimmy with Ozzy.
Coleman's got all the tubes and everything. He's on his deathbed, obviously. She leans in for the photo, like it's
She's
for
doing
her
the
Facebook
same
page.
lean in that you do,
Did you do
when
the
you
peace sign?
when
Yeah,
your
right?
friend's fucked up drunk on the couch
Yeah.
and you take the photo like
Exactly. Faggot on his head. Snap the picture.
there's a cock with a little piece of
Put your
hair.
ball bag next to him.
The thing is, he looked even smaller when he was dying.
Yeah, he
Like
did.
his face, he looked like he got younger at the last moment.
It was.
I said he looked like a preemie
yeah,
baby.
like a preemie baby.
What's a preemie baby?
Premature baby.
Oh, a premature
Born a
baby.
bit early. And
Yeah,
then they
yeah,
got all
like
those
that.
tubes.
They're always wrinkly little Benjamin Button-looking fucks, aren't they? Premature babies. Like, how many times have you seen them in the incubator things and thought, just fucking slap it on the back of the head at the end of the table and start again? It's not like you even wasted 9 months, darling. It was out in 5. Get over it and move on.
What the fuck, dude?
Darling.
Out in 5. Oh, damn. Wow.
And I'm not even drunk this time.
You're talking about graveyards. I got to get this guy in the line. Justin in Tampa. Mother drags him to the grave of who, Justin?
My 6th great-grandmother, like great-great-great-great-great-great-grandmother Phoebe.
Why do you guys got to go to her
Crazy
grave?
person. What's that?
Why do you have to go to her grave?
I have no idea. It's kind of in a similar cemetery as my great-grandparents.
Because
What do you mean?
Without her banging without a condom, he wouldn't be there. That's basically
What do you mean
historical
kind
moment.
of similar? Either it's the same one or it's not. Because
Yeah.
all cemeteries are kind of similar.
right? How's the keep around the gravestone? Is it
Yeah.
good?
Yellow.
Holy shit, what a waste of fucking time that was. What a waste of fucking time.
How old is he that his mother takes him? I wanted to know, too. How old the guy is he?
We had a couple questions.
Maybe
but
his phone crapped out.
Who knows? Whatever.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah, I know. How old is that? What does it say? Wonderful mother. Great slave owner.
She only whipped them when they were bad.
Great slave.
Had 7 kids, died at 16.
A pioneer.
That was really something back then. God damn.
Oh, that's good. All right, we'll go with an Ash story. Peter, help me out. That last call sucked. Peter in Jersey.
Hey, how you guys doing? I was talking about Jim. You're hilarious. I saw you in Fucksville, Pine Brook. But I'm a pilot. I managed a flight school up here. We were dumping ashes over a college in New Jersey. We open the window, we let him go. Half the fucker blows right back into us in our hair.
Shit.
It always sounds good on paper, but we're learning it's not a good idea. Why would you fucking dump it over a college? I don't think the college kids appreciate that.
Yeah.
Oh, the guy worked there forever, and that was like his last dying wish. But we were like, all right, what? Like, we brought one up the
What a loser.
Your whole life, your whole
wanna,
fucking life, and it's a college.
Right on.
I would have been an urn.
Yeah,
just
what was his
sitting there,
hobby?
just annoying people.
I sucked at everything, and I mowed lawns. My
father.
What was his hobby? How about you fucking go with that one?
Yeah. Or
Instead of where you worked for 50 years.
I want to be spread over a hooker.
one of the relatives, and I go, no, you got to dump the fucker out, not me. I ain't open him. And then finally, halfway through, he starts all come back to play. We're like, let the bag go. So I'm sure.
Did you say, let the bag go?
Yeah.
I thought he said, let the fag go.
That's a hell of a last
the
wish.
ashes, 90% of it's coffin. Because they burn the box and everything. And then they just give you a portion of it. It's not the whole thing.
Yeah.
Why don't they give you the whole thing?
Then they
man?
grind it up.
It's a garbage bag of ashes.
Well, that's creepy, though. Where's the rest of the ashes?
They give you a little box as a, like a
get a shoulder and a butt cheek.
party for.
Right.
It's like going to KFC. Let me get a 2-piece.
Also,
Where's
do
the
you
rest of
think
this
they
chicken?
clean it out after each burning? There's fucking you getting a bit of someone else's
You know,
uncle and
a
a
lot
bit
of
of
people
someone
like to
else's
think
thing.
that they got the whole fucking body in their urn. You're
No,
ruining it
they
for
don't.
everybody.
They don't. Well, why was my friend this big and then my grandmother was much bigger? Like, how the fuck did that work out?
Just more ashes, right?
Yeah, he was much taller
They give you
than
more
her and
ashes
everything.
for your buck.
It's the breast.
So all the
It makes a lot of ashes.
so all these people with urns, they only got part of their loved one in there.
Yeah, they've only got part of their loved one. They've got part of someone else's loved one. I'm trying to because they don't. It's not like they clean that oven out. They just scrape a bit from the end.
Yep.
Of course they do.
All right, thanks a bunch, guys.
All right, I'm sure you're right, but we don't want to think that about it.
And they
right?
run the bones through a grinder, too. Like they grind them up a little bit.
I think they just put the coffin in and just fucking light the bastard up.
Wait a minute. What do you mean?
Because the bones don't.
Do they fillet you and then they just?
Well, no, they burn it, and then like what's left, the bones don't really burn. So they gotta grind it up. They run it through like a.
What do they do with that?
That goes in the urn also.
See, I'd give them to a
Put some of that in
dog.
there.
I wouldn't mind if a dog was eating my bones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Like
wouldn't mind
big
that.
femur in his mouth.
They reckon that so many wankers think that they can donate their skull to the theatre, and then when they do Macbeth, that my skull will still be performing. You know what I mean? Performing. But there's so many cunts that are doing this. The theatre companies around the world are like, no more skulls.
We've got enough skulls.
They open a door and there's fucking 1,000 skulls in a little room, and every fucking posh cunt who's
It's like
ever
the
wanted to be on
tunnels
the
of the
stage.
Khmer Rouge.
Wow, bravo.
Indiana Jones scene.
Looks like the guy opened up his own skull store or something.
Let's say hi to Tommy in Chicago.
Chip sucks.
Hey, buddy, congrats on your Blackhawks. Did you watch the hockey, Bill Burr? Hold on a second, Tommy.
Yeah.
It was a good series, right?
Yeah, it was great. It was great. I thought I was going to go 7 just because both teams had waited so long. I figured they'd torture their fans all the way to the end.
One more night.
Even the way they had that was the weirdest celebration of an overtime goal ever. Like no one even knew it was in.
It's like, was it in?
That's what
And
Ed was saying.
It was like
yeah.
dead silence.
Yeah, because they didn't fucking.
Yeah, watch the Blackhawks. Like 3 of them stay on the bench. Like is this like some sort of like practical joke? I'm going to start freaking out. And then they had to they literally had to regroup.
Yeah.
To celebrate again.
Yeah. Instead of just having that moment happen.
But that is the
naturally.
biggest stunned silence I think I've ever heard.
Yeah.
They shut
It was
everyone
the
up.
quietest.
The light didn't go off, and no one called the goal.
Well,
but I just mean it was just dead silence.
What the fuck happened?
All right, Tommy.
Yeah, so I
He
was
just
like
goes, ah.
6 or 7 years old. I was out in South Carolina, and my dog had died, so I brought the ashes out to throw in the ocean. And I was like halfway out, like up to my waist, and I went to go take a big handful of ashes, and I threw it, and just then a big wave came back and knocked all the ashes back into my face, and I swallowed some of the water with the ashes in it, which then caused me to gag. So then I vomited. Then another wave came in, and I swallowed my own dog vomit.
Is that real? You sound like a fucking one of those Max Tucker stories.
Sounds like a Benny Hill sketch.
That's not real.
Why did you burn the dog? Why didn't you just bury the dog in your backyard? Like, did you burn it yourself, or did you get someone?
We went to it had to get euthanized, so we the vet sent it out to get it. My mom was really into the dog, so she kept a little keepsake urn of it.
Bury it in the yard.
Yeah, bury it in the yard.
You want your dead pets in your yard?
Just put it in a sack, throw it in the river. People overcomplicate things.
Yeah, they certainly do.
How mean were people back in the day when they had a big litter and they couldn't have the decency to choke them out?
Oh, God.
They'd stick them in the sack with the rock. Oh, just drown them.
Yeah,
I love how you
drown
say
'em.
in the day. People still do that, though.
It's the most
People get
humane
caught
way is to
every
drown
year.
'em.
There's always
But
some
I mean,
cunt there.
it's just I don't know. I watch cartoons. That's my that's my history. I don't watch the History Channel. I always see that in the old cartoons. Somebody does that, and then the cartoon cat crawls out of the top and does something heroic. Why do you gotta fuck with my reality, Jim?
Gets revenge.
You want to know about a company that turns your dead loved one into a diamond?
Into a diamond.
I think I've heard about that. Yeah.
You have heard about this one?
How can you make a diamond out of a dead?
The creepy people are the ones that get their fucking pet.
Sounds like this came out of Germany.
You've seen the pet ones, right?
Yeah, they freeze dry their pets.
Freeze dry the pets and then put them in a position like they're just
No,
sleeping.
the taxidermists do it,
It's
don't they?
fucking-
And they
Yeah,
fucking,
yeah.
like it's always action, like it's hunting.
They
Or
do
it
that
could be
one or sleeping, so
Yeah.
you could just lay there and look at him and go, "Oh, he's sleeping."
But it's never the licking his own ass position.
If you're gonna do it, you might as well go.
They basically
Todd.
they peel the whole skin right off. Like there's no, I don't know what I used to think was in there, but there's nothing.
Oh, it's like a framework of just wire and wood
It's just
and shit like that.
stuffing, isn't it?
Yeah,
Just
no, but
cotton.
they I know a dude was telling me this horrific story about shooting a deer and actually just saying it was the worst thing he ever fucking did.
Yeah.
Like he shot the thing, he was so deep into the woods it didn't even have any fear of human beings, so it was kind of walking up to him, and then he shot it. It jumped straight up in the air and did like a 180, ran away, and then like 50 feet away was going like, like fucking making like these human noises, dying. So then they take it to the fucking the meat market or something, and this guy comes out, the whole Texas Chainsaw Murderer guy comes out, and he just peels the skin, the whole fucking thing right off. And he says there's all kinds of maggots and bugs inside the fur. It's fucking gross.
While it's alive, it's got that in there?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not like they don't have those flea collars out there.
Are you allowed to taxiderm a human? Is that legal? Could you?
They've done those. They've
it.
done those shows where they use some kind of epoxy.
Yeah, but
shit.
that guy who does it in the museum.
Yeah, in the
But I'm
museum.
saying, could you get grandma, fucking peel the skin back, stuff the
think you
bitch,
could
and
do
then put
that.
her at the end of the dinner table?
I don't think you can do that.
Like
On her
just,
hands and knees with her pussy up in the air. Never explain it.
Improper disposal of a body or something law. I'm sure there's a law against it. You can't just have your own grandma stuffed at the end of the table.
Let's go to Todd in Lancaster. Todd,
Fucking baby
She's
powder
your
every
grandma.
day.
yeah, he's going to explain the diamond thing. Todd.
Hey,
Yeah, how's
Tad.
it going, boys? Happy
Hey.
birthday, Jimmy. Yeah, they take your body and they basically squeeze the shit out of it, and they make a laboratory diamond out of it, like under extreme pressure. It's fucking crazy.
Well, they burn it first.
Could you just bring that down to regular guy terms?
Yeah.
That was a little too technical for me.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't like to squeeze the shit out of it?
Squeeze the shit out of you and all this other crazy fucking shit. Make a diamond out of you.
Thank you. Through the process.
I'm so glad you explained it for everybody. That's the only reason you're on the show. You know what, Phil? You're right.
Dumb it down for us common people.
All right, boys. Jim Jeffrey rules.
thanks, man.
Jim Jeffries will be at the Stress Factory starting tonight.
Jim Jeffrey.
Jim Jeffrey rules.
He's the Jim
I've never had that
Jeffrey.
one
Well,
before.
Jim Jeffries is also banned from a radio station, I've learned.
Oh, you've
And also, you got the Jewish folks.
I've upset the Jews of Kansas. That's got to be 7 people.
Yeah, right? Many of them are out there.
I'm recording my new DVD in July in Britain, and I've called it...
Kike Smash.
No, it's
Pretty much.
It's called Alcoholocaust. Right? Which I thought is a nice little name for a DVD,
sort of a
right?
play on words?
Yeah, a little play on words.
Alcoholic.
And it turns out that the Jews think they own the word Holocaust, and no one else can use it. And I said it was a word before then, and, you know, I'm not referring to any Jewish routines or anything. And then I may have said it's been 65 years, you've got to get over things. And that might have upset...
That's the one that does it.
That's the one that did it.
Because any white supremacist would say the same thing.
And I was only being a dickhead and being a bit flippant about the whole thing, and I don't mean that. I'm not an anti-Semite or anything, but the Jewish community...
You went for the joke in that moment, and then they decided to take it seriously.
And then they decided to take it seriously, and... yeah, so that's that.
That'll never hurt you in show business, attacking the Jews. It's a good move.
What did they do?
There's no blowback on that, is there?
No way. It didn't hurt Helen Thomas at all. Right. Helen Thomas knew 10 presidents, and she fucking walked her career over that shit.
Yeah, way to go, Jim.
They wrote a few letters and stuff.
And those letters don't get outside Kansas. You're right.
And then I said, in response, I said, well, I also did a lot of jokes about 9/11, and no one said anything about that. And then everyone remembered I did some 9/11 jokes, so they wrote letters in about that.
Jesus, you just keep digging the hole.
Oh, yeah. I was
and I blame the victims of child molestation. You know, just sort of a simple bit.
But I was just having a laugh. But the thing was, the radio station had me on there for about an hour and a half, right?
What show?
I can't even remember. It's just one of those little
shows.
Johnny Dare's the other one I do over there, and he was
Blumberg
fine,
and Weinstein show.
But no one said anything, and everyone was laughing. Then after they get the letter, now they're like, yeah, we were appalled as well by the whole
fucking
situation.
phony. But they're afraid for the gig.
We were in such shock that it was delayed to Paul, and it came. Our shock came out in laughter.
Yeah.
Yes, and encouragement.
And so we
Table pounding was anger.
left him on another hour on the show, you know. So I did a joke basically, which was the whole idea was the whole idea of calling American sporting teams like the Cleveland Indians, the Atlanta Braves. It's a genocided race of people, you know. If there was a German soccer team called the Munich Jews...
We like to say relocated.
Right, and I did that joke. If there was a soccer team called the Munich Jews, and then everyone... I was trying to prove a point.
That's a good joke.
Yeah,
I mean, it's also, sense. Too, the problem with that DVD is a lot of stores wouldn't carry it. It's like sometimes you got to think of what will they put in a store. Alcoholocaust they may not put up. Sometimes, like rappers, my friend did this thing for rappers where he would go over their album covers, and they were very adamant about shit that Walmart would carry, because, you know, for sales, you might not want to put something they wouldn't carry.
I don't see what is... Yeah, I must be a just insensitive bloke. I don't really see the problem with it. I just thought it was a funny word.
It is.
It's like a holocaust of alcohol.
Yeah.
See? It's like alcoholocaust.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
What's the big deal?
Jews, though.
Yeah, exactly.
They gets it.
Yeah. Yes, Chip?
No, I think you should have called Alcoholocaust a few dollars or something, you know?
I think Chip is funny.
Chip is funny in his own little way.
I think
Colin Quinn loves him. Yeah. Taking him under his comedic wing.
We've been listening to you guys. Stop giving Bobo such a hard time, man.
Yeah, you don't like that?
I feel sorry for the poor bastard.
We gave him a life.
You know what? Last time he was.
What does that remind me of? I gave you life. What, you want your life back?
We're God's.
Yeah, what is
Where is God?
Last time I was here,
he had nothing before us.
I flippantly said that because he'd never been laid, that I would pay for him to go to Vegas and get fucked if needs be. Right.
Right.
So he comes and sees me in Caroline's, and he says, "Thank you for the holiday to Vegas and the hooker," and I'm like, yeah, that's just radio talk.
Nah, you're not getting shit.
I'm sorry. That ain't happening.
You ain't getting shit.
Sorry for breaking your little retarded virgin heart, but it's not going to happen.
Now, Bobo loves this show.
I know he does.
You know, he's got to do some stuff for us every once in a while. Like masturbate while his mom's downstairs.
I've seen the photos of the cherry dart ass thing.
Yeah.
Isn't that fantastic?
It looks like a crime.
Yeah, I think it was, technically.
It looks like the first 48, the way you guys blotted out his face.
Blur out his face. And...
Yeah, why did you blur his face out in that photo? Like, that was the thing.
Keep his ball bag in his asshole. Nice.
Yeah, we could have blurred that out.
We got the clip of the Today Show.
Oh.
I guess a 13-year-old was on there
What happened?
saying cunt.
Some 13-year-old live TV.
This is
Today
big
Show.
in America there, Jim Jeffries.
Yeah, you can't say cunt on
you
the
can't say
air.
cunt on TV.
You know you can.
Well, you can, but you get yelled at by Meredith
This whole
Vieira.
idea that girls hate it so much. Girls love it when I say cunt.
Yeah.
This accent, man.
Well,
I'm
the
telling
accent's
you,
endearing. They love that.
They just think that I don't know better. I know better.
Yeah. I know better.
They
It just sounds friendly when you say it.
Yeah.
If you're from Brooklyn, not so much.
Yeah, there's a difference between you little cunt and you fucking cunt.
How you doing, cunt?
He's a bit of a cunt.
Fucking cunt.
Yeah, see?
Such a fucking cunt.
It is. It's how you say it there. But she said it on TV, and Meredith Vieira was not happy.
Can we go back to March 17th, that day that those text messages were exchanged between Josie and Wayne? You were in school with Josie. You heard about the texts? You saw them?
I only saw 2.
You saw 2. Did you see the one where he threatened her to kill her?
No.
You did not. Which ones did you see?
The one where she calls him a rapist and she calls him a cunt. I mean, he calls her a cunt.
Twice.
I love how she thought the look was she had the wrong pronoun. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, he calls her a cunt. Sorry.
No, but see, what is so offensive? Where are they conditioned to think it's offensive? She just called him a rapist. That is a way more offensive thing than him calling her a cunt.
Exactly. And one may explain the other.
Yes.
and then Meredith Vieira is outraged. Why don't you see ahead of time what these fucking text messages
Exactly.
say?
That is great.
What the fuck?
Yeah. There's no little
I'm sure it's right
pre-interview
in
with this
front
girl.
of you.
I think
Rapist and she calls him a cunt. I mean, he calls her a cunt.
We just have to be careful with our language a little bit. That's all right, sweetheart.
I think I just got an erection.
Yeah,
that was damn
You gotta
sexy.
be careful with the language, sweetheart.
I will.
You asked her what did it say.
It's true. Yeah, the kid doesn't know the FCC. She's 13.
Right.
Yeah.
No idea you can't say cunt on television.
She called her the C word.
Yeah.
That's what the kids
C
not going
word.
to do that.
That girl has not a clue about, like, rules and regulations of broadcasting. Of course not. Why would she?
Amazing.
She just knows about little friends calling each other cunt. Fucking bullshit 13-year-old crap she's got to deal with. Meredith, watch that language. What? What language? Rapist?
Yeah,
No,
I think
the
that's
cunt part.
That's somebody behind the scenes job to read that. She just,
Yeah.
she's doing. What do I got next? Oh yeah, some kid filthy text. Okay,
I'm gonna tell her. Yeah, I'm gonna tell her to like fucking say what was in the text, even though I have no clue the word cunt is in there.
How old was the girl?
Like 13.
13.
Something like that.
Yeah, see, that's
13.
it's
13.
offensive enough that a 13-year-old girl's on television talking about rape. I think.
You call it offensive. So the words for it.
Yes, legal technicality.
Yes.
I just,
Masturbation fodder.
enthusiasm.
Goal.
Well, I got raped 2 years ago when I was 14.
That's some amazing audio. You ever hear that one?
What's that?
Oh God.
The Australian girl.
Yeah.
God,
There's a radio contest.
Radio bit gone bad.
It's worth playing again if Bill's never heard it. It's unbelievable.
What happened? Somebody gets raped?
No.
No.
I don't even want to give it away. If we have the audio, I just want to play it for you.
Okay.
Hey,
No one gets. Don't worry. No one gets raped. Sensitive West Coast Bill Burr.
Oh, as opposed to how I was before I went out there?
You were a little more angry, I think.
Wasn't I always the one going, dude, I can't believe we just did that to that retarded person as we walked out? You remember those guilt walks back to the truck?
All right. I do
Yeah,
remember.
there you go.
yeah.
All right.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Sorry.
You can live
wasn't in
someplace
LA
for
then.
40 years and sit in the sunshine and have one fucking grapefruit, and all of a sudden you care about people? You think I don't have people walking out on my shows sending angry emails? I'm dangerous too, thank you very much.
He will prove that at Caroline's this weekend. The morning drive. What is this?
Station you got banned from?
Oh, I have to read all. I ain't reading all this shit. What
Reading.
happened?
What a faggot
Readings
radio
for
station.
Readings for stupid people.
Yeah.
That's right. You're on the morning drive on KBEQ.
Oh, is that the one that I got in trouble for?
It's a redneck country station.
I think it might have been a country station.
And here's the note from the vice president after your appearance, Mike Kennedy. He's also the morning show host.
Oh, boy.
Vice president for programming and operations and the morning show host. Wow.
Never good. Yeah, you know why? Because there's so many people that are good on talent side and the management side.
I just feel I've burned a lot of bridges in my Kansas City radio, deals.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty devastated about the whole thing.
Well,
just to let you know, over here in the States,
future.
that's a real hot market out there. Just to let you know. All American comics are clamoring to get out there to do that Topeka, Wichita run.
Well, he writes, or maybe this was audio, I don't know. We all agree the comedian in question. Wow. They don't even mention your name.
Part of the first part.
This is when your jokes stop being jokes. All of a sudden, they become statements.
Yeah.
I became aware of his statements.
Wait a minute. No, it was a joke.
Yeah, it was a joke.
We all agree the comedian in question should not be back on the air with us in the future, and we probably should have had that segment ended much quicker.
I was on for another hour.
Can you do that if you stand around and watch a rape?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Maybe we should end this segment quicker.
In hindsight.
Yeah, in hindsight, we shouldn't have stood there.
Yeah.
And cheered it on for an hour.
Should have ended World War II a little quicker. Jesus.
That's what. Hey, college boy, you're next.
Yeah. Oh, never good.
I'm quite into that porn, that now. That's like a new thing.
What, rape porn?
Where there always seems to be fucking some chick at a college party where everyone else is just getting drunk around the outside.
Yeah, I've seen those.
You know what I like about that? It's like, I could be one of those drunk guys. I don't even picture myself fucking the chick. I just, having a good time.
Just watching?
Being invited to a party where I'm welcome. That's all I really...
That's what he's taking away from these horrific movies. I don't know. I don't like the movies that show like people being injured or anything like that.
I don't like any
or mentally
porn.
fucked up. I just like two happy people fucking. Maybe more.
No, I don't. I don't like them.
In a station wagon with a "Have a nice day" sticker.
I like
just good times.
Country squire.
I don't like lesbian porn. I need a lot of cock in there and one girl being all fucked up by a lot of cock.
I don't like lesbian porn if it's mother-daughter or like something really inappropriate. That's kind of sexy.
Yeah.
That type of role play. Yeah, it's hot.
And I don't like sex outdoors. I hate it when they're on the beach or something. I just think, you're going to get burnt.
I hate feet and food.
Feet and food.
I hate when fucking people at some point decide to stick some dirty porno toe in their mouth. It's fucking disgusting. And also food. Food is not sexy. When you sit there and that 9.5 weeks douchey scene where she's
that scene?
sticking a Pop-Tart down her throat, like, oh yeah, there you go.
People
look at the
about
crumbs
that.
right on her cleavage.
Yeah, no, I've
How
never.
sexy that is. It's one of the worst fucking scenes. It's just disgusting. Food on a body.
Do you
Stop
remember
it.
like about 10, 15 years ago?
Ketchup with
Food
my
and sex
vaginal
is
juices.
disgusting. Like if you go to a titty bar and they actually serve like wings, it's like, are you out of your fucking mind?
I don't know if it happened over here. About 10, 15 years ago, they brought out chocolate body paint, which was like a fucking jar of just chocolate shit with this fucking brush.
It wasn't high quality?
And every girl, like, they couldn't fucking sell enough of them. Every girl came back with, look at what fucking, I like chocolate. And
Great.
This is going to make your cock taste better or something. And it was just messy.
Messy. No one wants to eat it.
Yeah, and it's like...
It's like those fruit roll-up
the
edible
cure for
panties
salty
they make.
gym cock. Does your boyfriend always want to bang you right after the gym? You just fucking squirt some chocolate on it?
they made those fruit roll-up like edible undies, they called them.
Oh, yeah.
And on the outside of the box, it looked like panties.
Oh, disgusting.
And it shows like a caricature of some guy eating the really nice lacy-looking panties. And then you open the box up, and it's like a fruit roll-up version of what a sumo wrestler wears. Just some fucking strip
It's just
up the ass.
a horrible triangle.
And it was before girls shaved, so you know it's just going to be picking hairs out of this fruit roll-up.
It's like
Remember they would melt before you even got there?
It was just
start
dumb
melting
to try.
down by her
Stop
hot
this.
pussy.
If I wasn't fucking
Pussy was melting the
16 and full of fucking piss and vinegar, I never would have tried it, but anything was game back then. Sure.
Horrible advertising, you're right.
Don't care.
Didn't look like anything when you opened that fucking
But I do like a sandwich straight afterwards.
So no eating during,
Not
but right
eating during
after.
sex, but just to have something on the
You
side
need a
of
little
the bed.
sandwich.
Like a little something pastrami type of, just a little bit of something on the side.
I got the Australian radio show. We got that, but also I want to ask Bill about I'm sure
Just picturing you sitting there. So, you got any brothers or sisters?
Just eating the sandwich after.
This is delicious.
Bill, you had to see the drummer video, right?
Oh,
It's more of a visual, though.
Yeah.
But the only reason
you seen it yet?
Yeah, the only reason I bring it up is because Bill, he has a thing for drummers.
They say the drummer at the wrong gig.
There's a video out. Where was it? It wasn't even a wedding gig.
I don't know what it is, but
this guy is drumming his fucking ass off, and I forgot the song. It just doesn't match.
Sharp Dressed Man.
Really? Oh, it was Sharp Dressed Man.
And which is actually, it's a decent song and everything, but it's nobody in the band is going nuts.
Right, they're
and
playing
this
like
guy is playing like he's in Motley Crue in 1986.
Dude, they're playing
fucking awesome.
They're playing a very conservative version of Sharp Dressed Man, almost like because there's older people in the crowd.
It's also,
and this guy thinks he's on tour.
Simple drum line too on that song.
Not how this guy does it. You have no idea. You got to see it.
You know what?
At one point, I'll say on my podcast.
I'm going to take you to where me and the fellows performed. Well, all right, maybe it was a big 30-something. They just made a lot of noise. But anyway,
just fast forward a little bit more.
This is.
Before that.
This next one, though, Texas Motor Speedway. That's where we're taking you. The heart of Texas. The Lone Star State. This is by 3 Texas boys done good. ZZ Top. A little something feature our own resident Sharp Dressed Man.
In Australia, they call it ZZ Top.
How about a hand from the state of West Virginia, Mr. Dustin?
No, he hasn't.
That's nothing. That's not just laughing already at his.
Everyone else is just kind of going with it a little bit.
Looks like that dude from Full House, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Like Dave Coulier or
There you go, yeah.
He is really flipping his arms.
Here he goes.
he turned like a Chris Farley.
Holy shit! He's completely spazzing out.
He's not being ironic or fucking around either. He really means it.
But he really knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he's good.
You haven't seen anything yet.
This is my favorite right here.
What's he doing? He's like a serpent. His arms are like snakes.
Now,
those are all heavy metal. That was that guy from Slaughter. That was one of his moves.
And he's spinning the one fucking stick every time he hits. I mean, he really does know how to play.
He really knows how to play. The guy,
the face,
the guy that was.
Look at that! Look at that!
This guy rules.
This guy should be like playing Whitesnake music or some shit. And he's playing ZZ Top.
The second you see the double bass, for a fucking
double bass.
4/4, you're gonna like, all right, this guy's gonna bring something.
He's wearing a yellow tuxedo jacket.
Yeah, they're awful, like a lounge act.
With an American flag behind him. It's really bad.
Wow.
It's like those 3 guys in Shanana. They stole their jackets.
Yeah.
Look what he's doing. Look, he brings his sticks up. I wish I could see what he's doing now. Look at that. Look at that.
This guy knows all the tricks.
Oh, he's doing like a robot
move.
move.
80s fucking tricks.
They got another one where he does this move called the Cobra, where he has his arm up like a 90-degree angle.
A cobra?
As he's playing with his left hand, and then just...
This guy's a douche.
He has that drummer complex where they hate being in the back and not like one of the stars of the show.
He's looking to get some attention. Look at that. He's windmilling. He's Pete Townsend windmilling with a drumstick.
Yeah.
Look at his stupid lounge jacket getting caught on his arm.
His friends must hate these videos.
No, but the other videos you see, they actually get more involved in. But it's just, he's so fucking over the top compared to the rest of them.
This guy's like famous now.
Oh, yeah. This guy's video is doing very well now.
He did what he needed to do. He made himself famous.
How's that cunt still fat? Like, you know what I mean? You do that for 1 hour a day, you're a thin person, right?
You're right.
Well, you got to switch it up, right? Is that what they say? Muscle confusion. But he does the same shit.
Same move.
He's got to play the bass every other day.
Yeah. But he is. That's the thing about drummers, right? If you're a drummer and you're in a big famous band, like say something like U2 or whatever, like a big band, you're just a lucky person, aren't you? Really.
Sorry. He's now taking his hands and going around the back of his neck with the sticks.
It looks like Dice smoking.
Beat. Yeah. How Dice used to take the cigarette and put it behind his head.
You know what it is? He's probably bored out of his mind.
Sure.
And said, fuck. I'll have fun with this
No,
song
this
on my
guy
own.
was back in the 80s. He was in bands and did this shit and meant it.
This guy
he
hated
fucking
grunge.
Meant it.
When grunge came out, he hated it.
Oh yeah, he was fucking. Yeah, there were chicks in spandex pants with fucking shirts with Japanese letters on them coming up to him at clubs, just going, "You really play the drums, fantastic." Yeah, that's right, baby. Yeah, I'm fucking good.
Now, man.
And the guys are doing the guitar thing where they walk over and they both go like up together and then
the
down together.
synchronized neck moving of the guitar. Yeah, these guys
Like
are
the shadows.
hacks.
They really are.
Hacks.
Dude, have you ever gone back?
I love this drummer.
And this
And who's the
bad
why
DJ
did
intro
the
guy.
MC come
Awful.
out like?
What did you say?
Is it like an MC or something?
Yeah, the MC is like
has
some.
the same outfit as the rest of them.
Yeah, why is he just like the band?
No, I think that was the singer. He
No,
was
no,
just,
no, no,
He
no,
was just
no.
off to the side.
No,
No,
the singer
No, no.
was one of the guitars.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
Oh,
he was like
okay.
the MC, but he comes off like one of those bad fucking.
But he's dressed just
DJs.
like the rest of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, you want to do the Australian radio thing for Bill Burr?
No band looks good when they all
Why
choose
do-
an outfit.
I gotta go pee-pees.
So do I.
We do have to go
I haven't
pee-pees
made
before Iron
pee-pees in a
Sheik.
while. Yeah, I don't
Before
want to
the
piss
Iron Sheik.
myself like the Iron Sheik.
I'm excited about meeting the Iron Sheik.
Yeah?
I've seen the picture of him in the room where he pissed himself last time he was
Yeah,
here.
that was
One of
gold.
the best fucking appearances ever by anyone.
Dude, the fucking...
Just sitting there peeing his pants.
He's just a grown man. It's like I was talking... I'm not going to babble about it now. Maybe today at 4 o'clock on my Raw Dog show.
Oh, nice.
Florentine's my
Plug.
co-host this week, and Otto is the guy I'm having on.
Very cool.
Do you have
Otto,
your own
of
show
Otto
now?
and George.
Yes.
Excellent, man.
Yeah.
A little
Goddamn
spin-off.
Jimmy.
A little spin-off.
I know, it's a
for Jimmy.
spin-off.
It's like
show.
the Joni
fish.
meets Chachi.
Joni loves Chachi, my friend.
Have you ever heard the story about that? Now, I don't know if this is 100% true, but this is the alleged story. It's either Japan or China or one of those Asian countries, right? Joni Loves Chachi, the pilot episode, is the highest rating show ever in that country for the first 10 minutes because the word chachi means cock.
Oh, so
And it was
Joni
like,
loves
Joni loves cock. And everyone was going, I might check it out to see.
Yeah.
How much she loves the
Just,
cock.
yeah, it's on at 4 in the afternoon, you say. Excellent.
It would do even better in Asia if it was Joni loves projectile diarrhea out of her ass into another gentleman's mouth.
In Japan?
Yes, of course. Savages. They love the shit
Oh,
videos.
Joni loves her
they
wedding
lo-
veil shat upon.
They love a good rape porn, don't
Oh,
they?
they,
Jack?
if the girl's
that-
not crying, they can't come. They're terrible people.
It's like it's like their porn. They'll pixelate out the guy's cock.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
But they won't pixelate out the dog's cock. Like that would be, but like we don't want to see a male's cock. That would just be
The
fucking.
pubes. They pixelate the pubes.
And all their porn starts with like a girl who's carefree walking through the park.
Schoolgirl dress.
And then there's just like a guy. Dun, 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 dun.
And then they're just getting what?
Creepy.
Yeah, but that's
True,
it.
though. This is
I
the
know.
It is creepy.
I've done gigs out there, and just the constant like, do you like, you want to fuck some? You like, they come up and they go, do you like young boys? You like young boys? And then you go,
In Japan?
yeah, and you're like, no, I'm okay, and as if you're trying to haggle with them.
Oh,
right?
Jesus.
And I'm like, no, I'm not a pedophile.
It's like
and
you-
they're like,
lighten
are
up.
you sure?
Are you
Come
sure?
on, you're on
All
holiday.
right, you got me.
It's
Yeah.
like over here when you get off the plane. Taxi? You need a taxi?
Yeah, taxi,
Hey, you want
taxi.
to fuck a kid?
Yeah.
I'm all
It's
right.
like they're
I'm
expecting
set
you to
for
go,
now.
maybe if the price is right.
You're
Like,
gonna barter.
I'm not
Yeah.
a pedophile, but I am frugal.
Yeah, so if you got a good deal, I'm always in for a good bargain.
That's hilarious. I never fucked a kid, not because it's wrong, just because I never found the right price.
Yeah.
I didn't get a good deal.
Listen, why don't we take that break? We got the Iron Sheik coming in. We got Bill Burr at Caroline's all weekend, starting tonight, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And then you got Jim Jeffries at Vinny's Club down there in New Brunswick, New Jersey, the Stress Factory, Thursday through Sunday down there.
Let's all take
All right.
hold of our cocks and drain them.
Our chachis.
Yes, our chachis.
Lots going on. We got Bill Burr in studio playing Caroline's. And Jim Jeffries is, he's all over the place. You got the Stress Factory, Thursday through Sunday. And then Wilbur Theater. I just saw that you got a sold-out show up there, and they added a second show.
They just had a second show a couple of days ago, yeah.
So everybody in the
7 o'clock
Boston area, let's go. Second show, Jim Jeffries at the Wilbur Theater. I don't know. How do they get tickets? The WilburTheater.com?
Yeah, Ticketmaster has got those ones.
Go see Jim if you're in the Boston area. Very cool. Oh, question for Bill Burr. I like asking him all the sports questions in between visits. The perfect game.
Oh, that?
Should they have? Oh, really? Should they have given him the perfect game?
I don't know. I don't know how that works. I would have thought that they should have, but I just loved that umpire,
Jim Joyce.
I kicked the shit out of it. It was right there, and I kicked the shit out of it.
I know.
It's like, is that what umpires say when you blow it? I kicked the shit out of it.
Yeah, kicked the
biggest
shit
call
out
of
of
my career, and I kicked the shit out of it.
He's made that call thousands of times.
Dude, the thing was, he wasn't even fucking close. And that was even worse. He pitches to the next. He threw a perfect game plus one batter.
Yeah.
And he still got the no hitter, but perfect game. I mean, that's like a handful of guys, right?
That's why baseball sucks, because that fucking twat Bud Selig is more worried about, well, now other people will ask me, instead of just fucking being a man and saying, I'm making this decision. Fucking faggot. He stinks.
Wasn't it something that the pitcher I read in the paper that he had a kid the next day or something? He had a child like 2 days later or something. And so there was, the newspaper was like, it doesn't matter, he's won the best prize of them all, right? And I'm like, yeah, maybe he feels that way now, but in 18 years, when that child's a bit of a cunt, he'll be like, God, I wish I had that perfect game.
A homeless guy can have a kid.
Yeah.
Anybody can have a fucking kid.
There's only,
Throw a perfect
21,
game. Yeah,
21.
Zach Voss has kids.
It shows you how easy that is.
He did it at 50.
It would have been a great story. It would have been great PR for Major League Baseball. And
but
people say, well, if you do that, then you have to go back to the 1949.
No, you don't.
You don't have to do
No,
anything.
you don't.
I know you don't. Exactly. Just say, look, I'm doing this one time only, and I'm not paying attention to what happened before this.
Yeah, but then you open a can of worms and shit. He just,
really? So close it. Oh, really?
He fucked it.
Really?
So
Like,
close it.
Open a can of worms, dump one worm out, and fucking close the thing. Fucking twat, you're the commissioner.
Reseal it.
Exactly. The worm can is closed, motherfuckers.
Yeah, steroids didn't open up any can of worms, right?
Right.
The fucking
Dude, I gotta be honest with you,
steroids
I haven't been able to watch baseball since about June of last year. It just
They're done.
I was done. Once Poppy came out, I was just like, forget it. All right. It was a Hollywood fucking movie.
Are you guys looking forward to the World Cup?
You know, like,
And then you find out Stallone is like as tall as this table, and you're like, I can't watch those movies anymore.
That's the reaction you should have got, Jim Jeffries.
Yeah, I
heard you.
I got my Australian jersey on. I'm very excited.
World Cup.
I couldn't be more excited than this World Cup. I'm like if I was a little kid, I'd be pulling on my testicles.
If they canceled soccer forever, nobody in this room would ever know it.
Isn't that
Until somebody came in and said
popular
they...
sport in the
European,
world?
it's a
So what?
European thing.
Exactly. Thank you.
And a South American thing.
Well,
Exactly.
you know,
But not
whatever.
an American thing.
Not
is what
real
we're-
people like
you know
Americans.
bad- tell you.
Team's not bad,
Do you know how bad like Beckham bombed out there in fucking L.A.? They used to watch video of the guy sleeping in England.
But the guy, but the thing was, Beckham was over the hill. He was already fucked.
We wouldn't give a shit if he was in the prime of his fucking career. Make an action movie. We don't want you to run around. You can't use your hands.
Have you
Run around with your fucking hands in your
Have you
pockets.
heard-
And every time someone kicks your shin, you act like you fell out of a car.
just come on?
Run around, your hands in your pockets.
You fucking serious? American football
We are
is
serious.
the faggiest sport.
Oh, they drill you. You with your classic foreign torso. Look at him. The fucking
Just with
7th
your-
grade arms.
with your
And then
helmets
pooch.
and
They have the
your
nerve to call
plane.
us obese. I went over to Europe. You guys are a fucking mess. You fucking meat pie sandwiches.
First of all, I'm Australian. And
It's the
second
same
of all,
thing to us. We don't care about your games or your geography. No, I gotta admit, I watched rugby when I was in Ireland. That was the shit, dude. That is just the most bone-crunching. It's just guys 240 pounds. You just
running
look
into
bad.
piles.
Have you,
And
have you
it's-
ever watched Aussie rules, like proper Aussie rules?
I watched that, yeah.
Jimmy says Aussie
They-
rules all the time.
Yeah.
Huh?
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Nothing. Aussie.
Aussie,
Aussie.
Australian rules football.
Aussie.
Aussie. Oi, oi, oi.
Oi, oi,
Well,
oi.
the cool thing about Aussie rules is it's only played in Australia, and the only
Look
game
how big
that
our
they
beer
have
can is.
is that a Simpsons episode. We got so offended in Australia when that happened. We were
What?
like, we
The
didn't
Fosters?
have a sense of humor about ourselves at all.
You guys don't even drink that shit, do you?
We
Foster's?
don't drink Fosters. No, it's just something we export overseas.
Yeah.
52-ounce,
Wait,
16-ounce can.
you don't even drink
Giant
that
oil
shit
can.
No,
that you
you
make?
can't. You don't. No one
The
drinks
oil
Fosters.
can.
We're Tui's and 4X and Each state and town has
So
their
why are
own
you
beer.
fucking giving us your shitty beer?
Why? Because fucking we're selling fucking shit to...
Selling goods.
That's what export's all
They're
about.
exporting.
We don't like this shit.
It's like the
export all the crap
Mexicans.
you don't
The
want.
Mexicans don't
Import.
drink Corona, do they?
Yeah, then you hype it up like it's awesome. We'll sell to these assholes.
Yeah.
G'day, mate.
Yeah, huh?
Soccer, World Cup.
What do you think? They sit down there eating bloomin' onions, too? It's a bloomin' onion.
Well, if
Here in the Outback.
And they have a steakhouse in the Outback, and they don't have to call it, kind of like a Philly cheesesteak.
Yeah, yeah.
In Philly, you just go give me a cheesesteak. I'm going out to the steakhouse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
That's the Outback steakhouse.
I don't like Philly cheesesteaks. I like the taste of a Philly cheesesteak, but I don't like the
Oh, they're
idea of
horrible.
it. I think they're great.
No, they're good.
But I'm just
Fucking
offended
steak
that
'em.
Philadelphia think they're
Steak
so
'em and
fucking
cheese,
special that they're the first people to put cheese with meat. Since the dawn of time, someone's had cheese, someone's had meat, they fucking put them in a sandwich. You didn't invent anything. It's not a recipe.
Philly loves it. Took it as their own.
Yeah,
That's it.
Give me two
Cheese
wet,
and
two
meat.
it out. Oh, cares?
To wit. Oh, God. Right.
Yeah, too wit.
To wit.
I like
To
them.
wit out.
Too wit
What's
out.
not to like? It's meat, it's cheese, it's
What's
bread.
the cheese, though? Because isn't the cheese like
It's like Velveeta.
processed cheese?
It's a squirt to Kraft, whatever.
It's not like fucking
fucking
sliced cheese
horrible.
laying there.
It's
It's,
horrible.
it's
The
not a
cheese-
steak sandwich.
The
It's a
cheese
fucking
might be on the cheap side.
steak
Okay,
'em.
but
It's a
still
steak 'em with
delicious.
Steak 'em
cheese
suck.
whiz and then like 4 pounds of bread.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
make
it's
good
not
bread
like a
down
I
steak.
do like a good
Oh,
greasy
right.
Philly cheesesteak.
I love it though. I don't even like them like Johnny Rockets or something like that. Just fucking, just make them.
Johnny Rockets.
Even at fucking Subway, it's meat, cheese, and bread. Like how can you go wrong?
You can't go wrong.
Yeah, you can't go wrong. It's like a winning fucking combination.
Of course it is.
I got to be honest, that's like you can go wrong. There's like those fucking like Bennigans. Remember that? Where you would just go in there and everything was just. Like, how could you fuck this up? Like, you'd have to try. They could literally make a cheeseburger taste horrible.
You didn't like eating a bad burger and looking up and seeing a rowing oar for no reason? Fucking assholes. Stop trying to be interesting.
Yeah, with your fucking theme.
Trying to distract from their shitty food. Oh, look, it's a sneaker with a foot in it from Jaws. Fuck wants to see that.
Fucking street signs. You know
what?
That's good. You like a yield sign.
Got soccer fans checking in like crazy.
They have nothing to say.
But there's
I'm not
something
interested
about
in
the
them.
United States, though, this guy wants to say, and then we'll
Let him
move on.
say it to his
and then
fucking
we'll move on.
shotgun barrel.
Joel in Vegas. Joel.
Hey, I just heard on ESPN last night that more tickets were sold in the United States for the World Cup than any other country.
Is that possible?
That's because we let in too many illegals.
Yeah, that's because you got those Mexican immigrants.
That's what it is. Wow, way to break it down. You know what, though? You're right.
Come on.
Yeah.
You're right.
I gotta
That's
admit,
the show.
nobody I know
You're right.
has
No,
bought
but-
tickets or is even talking about it.
I don't know one
The thing is, because people buy them and they sell them. Because when I went to the World Cup with my dad, I was paying about well over £1,000 a ticket or something. In
We
the
don't
end.
know what that means.
Pounds, I don't know.
What is
How many-
that?
It's
How
like,
many stone
it's
is
like,
that?
It's like your money, but it's worth a lot more.
Oh, shit.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah, flimsy little faggy money that you've got.
All right,
in
but
this
what does
country.
it mean so you can relate
I
to the
think
audience
I've
we
had this
have?
argument with you before.
You're
It's-
right.
It's all
Flimsy, faggy money, especially the one with George Washington. Remember the guy that kicked your ass?
It's all the. hang on, Australia.
He's Australian.
But he lives in England.
We were the prisoners. Now, I
You
live
lived
here
in
now.
England.
But the money here
used
is
to be
everything's
English.
the same fucking size, and there's no way of touching it. It's like you don't care for blind people.
Exactly.
I love
Yeah,
when people
okay.
come over here.
Don't
They come over
splash.
here to make it here, and then they shit all over
Yeah,
us.
why are you
Yeah.
shitting on us, Jim
Jim.
Jeffries?
I like your weather.
You've left 2 countries.
Where you playing? The Melbourne fucking improv tonight? No. You're fucking,
That's right. You're at the Stress Factory,
Jersey,
so-
motherfucker.
You American people with your God. Like there's no racism. Like you guys didn't kick the shit out of those didgeridoo fucks over there. Give me a fucking break.
Do you think
Jesus
Do you
Christ.
think if we had a god, we could have done that without guilt? Like killing Aboriginals was our first sport.
Name one fucking automobile that's a classic that you guys made.
An
The
Australian
Monaro
classic.
from
Exactly.
Mad Max.
That's a good car.
Yeah,
All right, he's
that
got
fucking-
one.
That was a
I
good
do
one.
like that one.
Yeah, all the fuel had run out.
V8
He was still
Interceptors,
driving a fucking
Lost to the
V8.
V8
All right, you got me. You
Interceptors.
got me.
Oh, okay.
In fact, all the vehicles from Mad
Yeah.
Max.
And they only fly around in fucking those gyrocopter things.
They would have had fucking Priuses. Why, if all the petrol ran out, did they keep the V8s?
Keep the V8.
It just doesn't seem like a reasonable plan.
away.
I'll talk to this humongous. He seems like a reasonable man.
Have you ever seen, okay, Mad Max, because Mad Max 2, you guys called The Road Warrior, where everyone else in the world called it Mad Max 2, because the first Mad Max film didn't do that well over here, so they thought, we'll make this one the first one. So Mad Max 2 was your first Mad Max film. But when the first Mad Max came out in America, you guys thought, oh, we'll never understand these Australian people. So you dubbed American voices over the top of these like. Come on.
That is so bad, I know. It looks bad.
That hard to understand. It was Mel Gibson, for fuck's sake. You had to put
They killed my wife and child.
It's like, what?
Are there undubbed versions now available?
Oh, no, this is Australian heat is getting to me.
Yes.
You know, yeah. I bought the video cassettes, and there was the American version.
But you can get the originals
You can get the original
You
one.
can get the original, of course. You get the originals
They
now.
all sound like this.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't kill me, man.
That fucking guy.
Was Yahoo serious in that one?
No.
Wow, Yahoo serious.
That was Young Einstein. I watched that the other day on Netflix.
That movie's horrible.
It doesn't date that well.
Isn't he dead?
No, he's still kicking around.
Are you kidding?
He tried to sue Yahoo, the site, because he thought he owned the fucking word. He was 10 years before Yahoo came along and made him look like a cunt. Fucking our other big celebrity, Google Wayne. He's
Google Wayne.
What's a worse showbiz name, Yahoo Serious or Whoopi Goldberg? That's kind of a
Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah, Whoopi Goldberg.
Well, those are two brutal ones.
You know what? Whoopi Goldberg the other day was because Harry Connick Jr. got really upset when he was on Australian TV and there was like an act thing.
Race thing going on.
And some Australian people blacked up, as we call it in Australia. We call it blacking up.
Blacked up.
Yeah, because
they blacked up.
that's
blackface.
We call it blacking up.
They were imitating the Jackson 5.
Yeah, we call it blacking up because the joke is my girlfriend, my ex-girlfriend actually said this. She goes, I once came home and I went. Sometimes when I get drunk, I black out and I don't know what I've done. She goes, well, better than blacking up and not knowing what you've done. Right?
Jesus.
Oh, that's what Connick was judging, right?
That's right. Harry Connick Jr. was judging it. And then, so they come back to The View, and all the ladies in View are going, well, he's completely right to be upset and to walk off the set and everything like that. Let us not forget that when she was dating Ted Danson, he blacked up at one of her things, and all of a sudden she's mightier than thou.
She's very self-righteous
if they brought that up.
Now she.
Oh, we brought it up once, and she hung up on us.
Yeah, we went after her over that one.
Over the Imus thing.
We got Jay Moore joining the conversation.
Jay Moore!
Holy shit, we got a lot going on today. Jay Moores.
Jay Moores, you leave Whoopi Goldberg alone, okay?
Oh, sorry, Jay Moores.
Sorry, Jay
You
Moores.
leave. Is that Jim Jeffries?
Yes.
And Bill Burr in studio today, too.
Billy there?
Yes, I am. Hello, Jay Moores.
Got a full house today.
Bill Burr and I did April Foolishness for K-Rock together, and we were kind of hanging out in the same dressing room for, I would say, the better part of about 40, 45 minutes. And it was kind of interesting. At one point I said to Bill Burr, you can relax. I'm not going to say anything to make fun of you. That's the old guy. But you seem to be like on your toes, waiting for me to smash you. I was like, "Hey, good to see you." And you were like, "Okay."
Really?
Who was? I was?
Yeah.
Is this Jay Moore, the comedian?
Yeah.
Is this the same
right.
Jay?
Fuck, I thought there was just some cunt ringing in.
You were right twice.
And then he's telling Bill off. I'm like, who the hell does this bloke think he is?
Not only am I the comedian Jim Jeffries, but I'm the promoter because I'm on Amazon right now looking at Hellbound live at the Comedy Store in London, and now the unabridged version, the Audible audio edition, is ready to go for anybody who wants to buy Jim Jeffries' CD and DVD. I suggest they get after it.
There you go.
Very good. Look at him.
Thank you for that.
Plugging your wares.
There's another $10 in my back pocket.
The reason I called, though, was when you type in Jim Jeffries on Amazon, it says the ultimate tough guy, the life and times of James J. Jeffries.
He was Gentleman Jim. He got beaten by he was the racist bloke who got beaten by the first black heavyweight or whatever.
Oh, wow.
I must have really...
Gentleman Jim, he lost to Ted Spook. That must have been awkward.
After he got blacked up.
I think I've started something here. If everyone can start saying that, you'll all feel a lot better. Blacken up.
Because we just call it blackface.
Yeah, that's not even... Because,
or minstrel show.
Yeah, but that's not even effort. That's just your face. That's not arms and legs and, real effort.
Mammy, how I love you. How I love you. That whole thing. Al Jolson. getting down there singing Mammy.
Isn't that amazing how you could get famous back in the day? Like, if you could do, like, bird whistles, you could get on, like, the Ed Sullivan Show. It's amazing. He sounds like a robin.
They were desperate for entertainment.
Yeah, anything. He could fucking...
What are you up to there, Moors?
Well, right now I'm making pound cake for my son, who's going to get on a school bus in about a half hour.
Commercial? Making pound cake?
Yeah.
He likes pound cake. I read that in your book. He likes the pound cake.
But you make it, or you just cutting it up
No.
Sara
My
Lee?
wife defrosts it and puts it in the toaster. She makes it idiot-proof.
I was going to say.
In the toaster when I wake up,
Do you toast cake?
The butter has been sitting out overnight, so it's easy to spread, and there's cinnamon sugar. She puts everything out like so.
Wow. How disgusting are people that leave butter out when they have a cat? And then you just see this big divot of fucking cat lickings in the butter, and they use it, and they still use it. It's just like this rough cat tongue thing's been added all night.
Cats love butter.
Oh, they certainly do.
Well, it kisses me on the face anyways. What's the difference?
It's okay. Kisses. Give me kisses.
Oh, a little butter breath.
I used to have a cat when I was growing up that used to, like, always end up on the pillow next to my head, right?
Your
in the
asshole
morning.
right next to your face.
Yeah, but I used to wake up to it fucking licking my head. Like it's grooming me. It's probably got that bald patch at the front, right? Because it was the same section. But I got so addicted to that tongue fucking going over my scalp that I'd wake up and just be, I was in heaven. I've had many a wank to a cat licking my head.
You want to know a very odd fact about Jim Jeffries' cat? Also afraid of bananas.
Oh, shit.
You guys are the ones who broadcast that to the fucking planet.
We left it alone, though.
You left it alone.
We've been good.
Some bitch in fucking Denver, Good Morning Denver, thinks he's hysterical and brings out a banana. And I just walked off set, and she's just like, I just walked off set. Fuck Good Morning Denver.
Never have another Good Morning Denver. Fuck you.
It is incredible when you do stand-up how they you do 7 radio stations and they're all in the same building. Then you got to go cross town and do the urban station. Like, yeah, they're coming out.
I don't do them. I say no, I turn them down.
I love the Mexican stations where it's just a bloke with a cowbell and a ding, 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 ding. And you're like, is this a fucking show?
Wow, he's all dressed up today. Jay Moore, we got the Iron Sheik in studio now as well.
The Iron Sheik.
Is he still champion?
He is the champion.
Number 1 country in the world.
Is he really there?
Yeah,
he's won a gold medal.
How are you, Iron Sheik?
I'm not too bad, sir. How are you?
No.
Hey, Iron Sheik, can you hear me?
No, he doesn't have headphones on because he's got all that Arab shit
I'm going to
on.
tell him something very important.
Yeah, we got to put your headset on, baby.
You got to put the headset on over the TV.
All right, this is Jay Moore, Iron Sheik.
Can you hear now? Someone to say something.
Yeah. Hi, Iron Sheik.
Can you hear me?
Watch out, Samuel.
Yeah.
Iron Sheik, are you there? Can you hear me right now?
Okay. Right.
USA number
Iron
1.
Sheik, Iron Sheik, can you hear me?
I hear you. Yes.
You listen to me good. You're a no good son of a bitch, piece of shit, motherfucker. You
Fuck you, motherfucker. You're a piece of shit yourself. You can come suck my 10 fucking inch cock. Fuck you. You're a piece of shit garbage. Come here, I'll put in the camel clutch. I'll fuck your ass. I'll make you humble.
I know you'll do it in my butt, because that's the only way you can get it.
Yeah, fuck you, piece of shit.
You're not even real. Yeah, come on, man. I'm right outside.
Come on, motherfucker. I'm here, too.
Wake up, stupid. You sound like a moron.
Fuck you. I don't want to fucking do the interview here with this motherfucker.
He's just throwing his earphones off.
Let's just cut with the trying to rile him up, okay? We don't want to do that.
Wait, what happened? What happened to Iron Sheik? He threw his headphones.
He doesn't want to. We're trying to change his life around a little bit.
All right, Jay, we'll talk to you. Thanks, Jay. You fuck.
Iron Sheik.
Get back here!
Iron Sheik.
Hey, get back here!
Iron Sheik, it's okay.
We didn't want to do it this
Iron
way.
Sheik,
Somebody call it the guy.
It's a legend. What
I
happened?
understand. We're trying to change things.
He was the guy on the phone.
We're trying to change things around here.
We'll say sorry. Bring him back in.
Bring him back in.
We'll apologize.
We didn't say so.
Calm him down.
Yeah, someone bring him back in and apologize for doing this, and no more crazy phone calls here. This is bullshit.
Oh my God!
It's the Opie and Anthony
But
show.
things
I
are
understand that, but we did. You
Well,
know,
we're supposed to.
I
all
know
right,
what the act is, but it's changing.
We're supposed to know that things changed.
Tell him it was a phone call.
I didn't know he made a.
Where is your producer at? I told him everything.
I didn't know he made a babyface turn.
Yeah, listen to me. You don't go in right away for the kill.
Wait, he's walking down the hall.
What happened?
What
happened,
away.
E-Rock? Why weren't we informed that the Iron Sheik had changed?
What happened?
I wasn't informed of that either.
Who did you tell?
Bill Burr at Caroline's.
Bill
Sam.
Burr at Caroline's.
Bill Burr at Caroline's.
Sam? Well, why didn't Sam
Two
tell
shows
us?
tonight, Bill Burr.
I told her,
Two
Sam,
shows tonight.
no more craziness.
Trying to sell that late one.
I
wanna
always
change things
say I've
around
changed and then I still act like a cunt. You know, you can't change overnight.
We didn't know Jay Moore was going to do that on the phone. We had no idea.
Jay Moore said he wanted to talk to him.
Jay Moore was on the phone already.
I understand.
Kenny's got a report. What's going on?
He's ready? Okay. I got to go. Thank you, guys. I'm sorry it didn't work out this time.
What are you talking about? Bring him the fuck back in here.
Let me work on it.
Yeah, work on him.
Go.
Holy shit.
What the fuck?
Yeah, what the... Iron Sheik's a bit fucking precious.
Iron Sheik is a cunt. What is he fucking doing? Fuck him, then. Fuck that old
He sat down, he came in to do an
Well, hold
interview.
on, he might be quitting drinking or something.
It's wrestling, who cares?
Let's see how long he's off. He might be quitting drinking or something.
Oh, Jesus
Quit
Christ.
drinking. He was a lot more fun when he was
You don't
drinking.
call him a cocksucker before 10 in the morning.
Fuck him. Get him a drink, motherfucker.
Let's see what happened.
How about we say fuck Jay
Club
Moore?
Soda Kenny, what did you hear?
I love Jay.
No, I don't mean it.
Jay Moore. How did Jay Moore? I never met Jay Moore. Why? He was reading me on Wikipedia, wasn't he?
I think so.
Yes, Kenny.
Jay Moore was just trying to do a work with him.
No, Jay knew exactly what he was doing. He
But
decided to fucking start a fire for us to
But
try
he
to
didn't
put
know
out.
the Iron Sheik's character has changed.
What, Kenny?
What's up, Kenny?
Did you ever notice that ever since you made him piss his pants, he brings a bodyguard with him?
Yeah. So, what is that going to do?
Yeah, what's that going to do?
What's that got to do with that?
Yeah, what's that going to do?
Yeah, he's done.
I think 30 years of wrestling made him piss.
He
his
left the
pants.
building?
Shit.
Fuck him then.
Like he got up early and everything.
What
and then
happened?
just did that much.
He said he was sick to begin with, and he wanted to pass, and then they talked him into coming in for a
I'm
few
not
minutes.
doing
What do you mean
interview.
he wanted to
Shut
pass?
your
His voice sounded a little weak. Come on, guys. How about-
cock, you
Cock my
motherfucker.
cock, you son of bitch.
How about a little empathy?
Empathy. Fuck him.
Yeah.
Fuck him and his goddamn fucking.
What the
May the
fuck happened?
I don't
Turn
sign
me.
off on. That's the Iron Sheik. Come on, man. Hours of entertainment. How many Saturdays did he fill up?
None for
See,
me.
This is the thing. This
I
is the
could
thing,
give a
right?
shit.
The Iron Sheik doesn't want alcohol, so I've just been offered the Iron Sheik's alcohol because you want someone fucked up in the room.
Nah.
Yeah.
Have that video
And now he's
tape?
got his goddamn Yasser Arafat fucking headgear
I'll
on.
have it though.
We didn't videotape
part
that.
of the culture.
Oh, you got it. Oh, got
Where's
it on
Sam?
there.
Good for you. What are we doing?
Where's Sam that we didn't know that he had changed his act?
But how
or
do you not have
something?
that taped?
Opie got it.
Opie taped
Do you know what happened? It did happen so fast.
I know.
But
Opie,
yeah.
you taped it,
No
didn't
one
you?
expected that to go down. What happened, Sam?
Could you grab a mic and
Explain what the
why
fuck's going on.
we were not told that Mr. Sheik has changed to some kind of baby face now.
Right.
And he doesn't like that confrontation. That was fine with him every time he was in here.
Well, apparently his gimmick has changed as
What's
of
his gimmick now?
today.
As of today.
Right.
His new
This is, again,
gimmick
this
is
is not
moody.
like
What's his
I-
gimmick?
now he would like to be positive.
So why didn't he just say that instead of
why doesn't he explain
leaving
that
like
himself?
A baby?
Instead of saying,
Did you
"I'll
guys
fuck your
explain that it
ass
was a
and make
phone
you
call
humble"?
that we didn't even know that guy?
Yeah, I also think his manager's dragging him around to places he doesn't want to go to
His
anymore.
manager was a bit of a tart, though, wasn't he?
Well, his manager's doing.
The manager's
you know,
a cuckold.
Who, the
he
colonel?
He needs to.
Yeah, the colonel.
He needs to embed his head under the
Dragging
skin.
around. It's going to make Iron Sheik cuckoo clocks the
left.
second he dies.
yeah.
Fuck.
That's
But this
it.
was all
The old belt looked a bit plasticky, didn't it? It looked like
Yeah.
they'd won that in a
That's not the
competition.
belt.
Are we going to get him back?
No.
today.
He's
That's
gone.
really it?
He's gone.
They can't
Iron
even
Sheik.
calm him down enough to bring him back?
He's
no,
gone.
He was trying. His manager was trying to get him to come back. He wouldn't come
Fuck
back.
him, then. What's
Yeah,
he
no,
going to
he
do?
is
Sit
really
here more and just go, I was champion of world, best, greatest city to run in, come to Madison Square Garden, fought back in 1980, fought Hulk Hogan, he not the best, I bet. Fuck, shut up! Who cares? We heard it 80 times. She could go fuck himself with his curly shoes.
Did you walk out with him?
Yeah.
And what were they saying? What was he saying?
He was saying, I don't want to do that bullshit.
He wanted to do it last time.
Well, yeah, that's right.
Then why don't we just tell him it was a phone? You told him it was a phone call.
Yeah, then he had pictures of him pissing his pants on the internet. So
Fuck him.
he's probably not trying to go positive this time.
But I don't want to apologize either. How is being positive an angle?
Yeah,
who wants to hear that?
Like, stay in school, eat your vegetables.
You know what? The good people of Kansas.
Chicomaniac.
I mean, it'd be one thing if they had called in advance and said, look, we want to come on and this is what we want to do.
Greatest Iranian hero. Greatest. I'm a chicomaniac. Eat your vegetables and stay in school, kids. What does he think he's going to be? What is he doing? He's the Iron Sheik. He's supposed to be hated here. He's from Iran. We hate Iran. Fuck him. His whole angle is to be a fucking nasty fucking camel jockey guy that Sergeant Slaughter punched.
Yeah.
Come on. Fuck him. Change his act to what?
I don't know. You can't.
I'm helping clean pelicans down in the Gulf. I know. I'm cleaning them up. I'm going to volunteer to help African AIDS. What is he doing? He's a fucking cock. Fuck him.
He's going to be
back in the lamp. Back in the lamp, fucker.
Are they coming back or what? Teacher from Tennessee. It's wrestling.
Yeah, true. It's still real to me.
What the fuck? What about that manager of his?
He's a worm too.
Hey,
well, no fucking cares about that fat worm.
Yeah, and he was.
I like how Jay just bailed though.
And then Jay shook up the bees and then let him out of the jar and left the room.
Yeah, I'm off to my pound cake.
Yeah, right. You know he's laughing his ass off right now. He caused a big shit. Jay.
While the Sheik was saying, let's go, I don't want to do this, let's go. He was saying, you know, hey, we're trying to do something different. Come on. And then once the Sheik was out of earshot, he just kept going, Sam, I'm sorry. Believe me, I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm sorry, Sam.
Okay. I'm sorry. He was able to pull his head out of the Sheik's fucking arm like a tick long enough to...
He's gonna bring fucking Emmanuel Stewart in here tomorrow.
How about enough with the temperamental Iron Sheik?
Yeah.
I gives a shit. He fucking goes to, you know what he does? His whole thing is to sign photos for guys with mullets. Nobody gives a shit about him anymore.
I tell you what, he did look cute though with the earphones over the tablecloth.
Yes.
That was good.
that was something you don't see very often.
That's something he wasn't wearing last time was the Yasser Arafat thing on his head.
Right.
And now I guess that made him serious.
Maybe, I don't know.
Like he no more fucking around. Like he can't have Jay Moore fucking have a little mic work.
Is that a religious thing, that headgear? Is that a religious thing, or is that just like keep the sand out of your head?
That's to wipe fucking body parts off of you after you fucking lob a bomb into a bus.
Jesus
fucking savage.
Yeah.
Enough.
But you
sick of them.
The headdress is more of a bad guy.
And I'm mean to the Jews, am I?
Look, I'm with the Jews on this one. I don't like that whole thing. Hey, trying to build another mosque in Staten Island. Boy, did they get an earful last night. There was a meeting, a public meeting.
Yeah, they had the footage of the bloke
out.
saying he liked Hamas.
He liked Hamas and fucking shit. And
Who said that?
Now, some guy wants to build a mosque in Staten Island. Staten Island's like, go fuck your mother.
Good, they're not going to let him?
Well, you know, they probably will. Same thing that happened down at Ground Zero. Fucking block away.
Did they build a mosque there?
They approved the whole thing. They're going to build a big mosque so everybody can live all cushy and comfy together. How about you pray at the fucking place that where a couple of thousand people died?
Or how about once
your stupid religion?
Muslims, instead of saying why you got to be sensitive to all Muslims, how about once Muslims think sensitively towards the victims of people doing shit in the name of their religion? How about once you hear that from Islam? Islamic people.
Circumcising women and fucking not letting women...
All right, there are good parts.
Yeah, exactly. Those clits that behave badly, Jim.
You want to give women pleasure? Stop.
Those clits really are pesky.
Oh, they are. And if they want to keep them, you bury it up to your neck and we'll stone your face.
But isn't that wonderful? Circumcising a woman, the whole idea is that a woman shouldn't enjoy sex.
Yeah!
Like, you know what I kind of like about that? It's like, it would take all the effort out, wouldn't it? If you just knew there's no result ever.
Hey, Jim is digging it.
Yeah, if there's no result ever, that it's all just about me, I'm not even going to feel guilty about not being tender.
Takes it out of it, yeah.
Her vagina is nothing more than an oiled catcher's mitt. You just stick your dick in it, finish, and she jumps up and down until it's empty.
And when they take the clit off, there'd be stitches and stuff, wouldn't there?
I would think in a civilized country there would be.
Just a wax.
They probably
wax.
just put mealworms and fucking leeches on it or something.
Would you keep it in a jar?
Bill, it's just, I'm just saying this because I love Bill's reaction. He puts his head in his hands and just goes like, oh, this fucking asshole Anthony.
Where you get ants to fucking bite the wounds.
No, I'm just doing that because when they show this clip on some other program later, I'll actually look like I'm concerned. Oh, this guy.
You're that guy.
I'm just, you know what? It's I don't like the idea.
I wanted to say something, but instead I sat here and drew pictures.
Do you know that my brother is going into government in Australia? He's running for government in Australia. Right?
What do you do there?
He wants to
put up those dingo fences.
He wants to be a politician, right?
Dingo ate my baby.
And having his younger brother be old cunt boy who talks about rape on the radio with you dickheads, he feels like it's hurting his career a bit.
Look, Jimmy Carter became president. He got a drunk for a brother.
That's right.
So did Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton had a drug addict.
The drug addict fucking cokehead.
Right. Fucking Joe Cooley got into 2U. He's got a drunk for. Oh, sorry.
Not like he's running for office, Jimmy.
Hey,
you take a picture of my bulge?
Fucking insulting.
Have you got an erection after the clip?
Nah,
That's
like,
what it is.
Both my nuts are over to one side.
Yeah.
Gotta push them over. I'm wearing tight Armani jeans.
I know, they look like Lemmy.
Robert Plant's song remains the same. Fucking junk right in your face. There's the lady.
I can't believe the fucking Iron Sheik's not coming back. I'm in shock.
I'm so shocked.
He
He'll come
urinated
back.
his slacks the last time he was here, and it was all over the fucking internet.
He's been on
when he
since then.
sobered up. Do you think he was proud of that?
Yes.
I got a picture signed.
Putting that cold championship belt up against his head to soothe the hangover. Yeah. What did I do? I'm going to go in there and I'm going to show that I actually.
People are saying
there's another side to the Iron Sheik.
Actually, Nick has info on the Iron Sheik. I guess he's cleaning up his life or something. Nick, what do you know on the Iron Sheik? Because we're really confused by this.
I'm a little disappointed in the way you guys handled this interview here. Iron Sheik is a legend and should not be treated in the way the
All right, enough with the
Thank
shit.
you.
What do we know on the Iron Sheik?
Thank you. He's a legend.
It's still real to me, damn it.
Yeah,
that's funny.
And
what do you know about his meds?
No, supposedly on this other horrible show that he was on earlier this morning, they were talking about how he's on a lot of medication and that his wife is ordering him to take in order to still stay in the house, and it's calming him the fuck down, and that's the whole thing. He's not putting himself in any sort of situation.
I am on the Zoloft, so I do not kill y'all.
Wait, so he's a mellow Iron Sheik? We didn't know that.
No.
We explained it was a phone call.
But he wasn't
still
mellow. He got upset.
He's
pretty
trying to
quickly.
become a different person because his wife won't bang him.
There was
unless
a
he cleans
moment
up his ass.
at the beginning when he's like, fucking suck my big 10-inch dick, you fucking fuckface, like that, where I thought, oh, he's having fun.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It was like mic work they do,
yeah.
like back and forth. The wrestlers, they go,
I know, and I'll see you at Madison Square Garden on July 21st when I'm going to come in.
Rumble by the beach.
Yeah, one of those fucking things. But no, the Iron
I'm
Sheik
not
was
fighting
mad.
you here. I fight you at pay-per-view.
Yeah. What happened? God, that was just like fucking weird.
Should have brought Mr. Fuji in.
I think he's coming. I bet he's coming off.
Dust in his eyes.
Whatever happened to Mr. Fuji?
Mr. Fuji. He's up on charges.
You wouldn't. No, you
throwing
wouldn't even
dust in
need the
people's eyes.
original Mr. Fuji. Just a fat Asian in a hat.
He's got a. But good news is he does have a fight coming up next week. He'll be fighting Lithium. Haha. All right, punch him out.
Here we go. He's on Twitter.
Yeah.
No, see, someone does this. I ain't buying into this shit. I asked the fucking manager who does his Twitter because it's pretty funny. The Iron Sheik has a Twitter, and the latest tweet is JMoore37. You put me over on the radio. I am the legend. Today I just chill out, but I am the real champion, not that cocksucker Bubba. Bubba. What?
He didn't write that.
No, he doesn't write his own fucking
What do you
tweets.
mean? That's not him?
I would think
It
that
says
is
the
a
Iron Sheik right
PR
there. Come on,
person.
guys.
No, I asked
think
the guy.
that's somebody trying to.
I actually follow the Iron Sheik on Twitter, so I asked his manager, who's writing that shit? It's really funny. And he said a couple guys in Boston or something.
So they heard that and were like, now
Yeah.
we got to do some damage
Yeah.
control.
Yeah.
Oh, you put me over.
Yeah.
Like I did that. It was part of
Yeah.
the act leaving the studio.
Yeah.
Who's Bubba?
I don't know.
Some fucking hillbilly that thinks he's good.
What other wrestlers do you go? And you ever get the bushwhacker guys from New Zealand?
We had one.
I've seen them.
Oh,
yeah.
We had one of the guys in here.
The bushwhackers.
We had
from
a
New
bushwhacker.
Zealand. But now, if they came in, we'd have to treat them very nicely and not call them bushwhackers.
You ever have the Moondogs
Terrible.
on here? Do you remember them?
No.
Moondog 1, 2, and 3. They come in chewing on those dog bones.
I don't remember that.
I don't remember that either.
You don't remember the?
I'm sure.
I'm sure there's a.
I believe you.
Google images.
Do they wrestle with Hulk and all those guys?
They were only around for a minute. They were a triple team. Jesus Christ, was it WWF? Nobody?
I really don't remember.
Is Georgie Animal Steel still around? He was my favourite. The one that used to eat the corner pads.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was the guy who was
that
actually
guy.
was a substitute teacher out of Detroit.
Yeah.
Oh, is he in Detroit?
Parts, yeah, something like that. From parts unknown.
Unknown. And he would eat the turnbuckle.
He was like a gorilla that they shaved type of thing, wasn't he?
He was hairy, yeah.
Should we break and regroup? What are we doing?
I got to whiz again.
All right, let's do that.
I don't know.
Let's get some plugs in. You got Bill Burr tonight. Tomorrow is Saturday at Caroline's. 2 shows tonight, right, Bill?
2 shows tonight.
212-757-4100 for Bill Burr at Caroline's. Jim Jeffries all over the fucking place because he's not in America a lot or something.
But I'm in America a lot.
Stress Factory this weekend.
Stress Factory this
Wilbur
weekend.
Theater coming up what?
Next weekend. I'm doing Minnesota, Philadelphia, and
Dresden.
and Boston. Thursday, Friday, Saturday next week. So. What's Dresden?
We firebombed them in firebombed Germany.
Incendiary bombs on civilians.
Yet another war crime. We got a lot of them. We got a lot of them.
Oh, don't be so guilty, Bill. They deserve
No,
it.
I'm not guilty.
No?
But I just, didn't I bring up their Aborigine bullshit?
Yeah, you did.
I've come to the point where I just feel everybody's completely full of shit.
What do you mean?
That's kind of where I'm at.
Australians are quite open
That's a
about our
peaceful
killing
place to
of Aboriginals. You know, Tasmania, that little bit at the bottom of Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that the part where you guys get
we
eaten
got
on your
them all.
boogie boards when you're out there?
Yeah.
There's not one Aboriginal left on that island. They got all of them.
Got all of them.
They got fucking...
Makes it sound like a good thing. Like, yeah, we got them all.
They got all of them. That's fucking quite an effort. Like, that's you have to really
When
search
you have
them
mold
out.
in your house and they got to put that tarp over,
Yeah.
smoke everything out. That's what they did to the island.
Like one of them lived to be quite old, but then when she died,
That
it was
was
on
it.
the news like, well, that's them all done.
It's no more left.
And none of them have travelled down there as tourists to live.
Why would you?
Yeah, it's
You know you're not wanted if
an
they got rid
it's
of
an
every
amazing
single one of them.
place.
We got the answer to your Moondog question, Bill Burr. Tell Bill Burr I saw the Moondogs at Malden High School in Massachusetts in the gym. They wrestled for $5 in the mid-'90s.
Oh, in the mid-'90s. I know. I saw them in the heyday,
Yeah,
the late
$5
'70s.
you could
where
get a ticket to watch the Moondogs back in the 90s.
They performed at a
BP.
food court at the South Shore Plaza in Braintree.
I waited too long on British Petroleum. I knew it.
It went up today?
Yeah. I was waiting for a fucking nice dip. It happened. I was going to jump in, and it's up like 10% today. Fuck. I was going to buy that shit.
What?
BP.
Because it went down so far.
Oh, yeah.
How much is it a share?
It's a bargain. It's still a bargain. It's like fucking, now it's got to be, what, 30-something bucks? It just went up 10% today. Dude, it was at over 60-something a share, and now it was down to 29.
Seems like a lot of effort, this stock market.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You Brits. I'm always going to call them a Brit.
The pick of the day is for stock, at least. I don't know if it's BP, because I didn't realize that was going to go up.
Yeah.
But they're saying that there's a raw dog stock, which will go on sale at 4 o'clock today. Boo, Jim. Boo.
What's raw dog?
Florentine will be my co-host. Otto will be my guest. Boo for the plug.
Don't call me a disaster vulture. I just see opportunity for buying, and I buy, and then I sell.
Yeah.
Let's go take leaks. We'll finish the show next.
Your fancy wardrobe.
Yeah.
Exactly.
My
Wall
mosque
Street.
stock is going down in Staten Island or whatever it is.
We'll break.
Yeah.
We'll finish up next. Stay there. But first this. Over here first, Travis. The boys made this. Crazy day. Bill Burr, Jim Jeffries in studio.
Hey.
Travis has got the Iron Sheik thing.
Oh, yeah?
Because that was very confusing. We had no fucking idea that was going to happen today. Jay Moore's on the phone, wants to talk to the Iron Sheik. I'm thinking Jay Moore might be a big-time fucking wrestling fan.
A Sheik fan?
Like an old-school
I
wrestling
thought they were doing a bit.
Yeah.
And Jay Moore, just like our Taylor Hicks interview, decided to blow it up right in front of our eyes, and we didn't see it coming in. Didn't see it
say
coming.
it.
He started a fire and then said, well, have fun putting out the fire,
That really
boys.
was a thing of beauty.
It was,
He got it right to the point.
On
He
Jay
executed
Moore's
it
part, it was
perfectly.
beautiful. He played it perfectly. But just in case you missed it, we're going to play the Iron Sheik thing. And then Sam just gave me audio. He actually talked to the Iron Sheik as he was leaving the building. So let's start with how it all went down about a half hour ago.
Hi, Iron Sheik.
Can you hear me?
Watch out, Samuel.
Yeah, Iron Sheik, are you there? Can you hear me right now?
Okay.
Right.
USA #1.
Iron Sheik, can you hear me?
I hear you. Yes.
You listen to me good. You're a no good son of a bitch, piece of shit, motherfucker. You hear me?
Fuck you, motherfucker. You're a piece of shit yourself. You can come suck my 10 fucking inch cock. Fuck you. You're a piece of shit garbage. Come here, I put in the camel clutch. I fuck your ass. I make you humble.
I know you'll do it in my butt, because that's the only way you can get it.
Yeah, fuck you, piece of shit.
Not even real. Yeah, come on, man. I'm right outside.
Come on, motherfucker. Well, I'm here, too.
Wake up, stupid. You sound like a moron.
Fuck you. I don't want to fucking do the interview here with this motherfucker.
He's just throwing his earphones off.
Let's just cut with the trying to rile him up. Okay, we don't want to do that.
Wait, what happened? What happened to Iron Sheik? He threw his headphones.
He doesn't want to. We're trying to change his life around a little bit.
All right, Jay. We'll talk to his. Thanks, Jay.
Listen.
You get back here!
Iron Sheik.
Hey, get back here!
Iron Sheik, it's okay.
We didn't want to do it this
Iron
way.
Sheik,
Somebody call it the guy.
It's a legend. What
I
happened?
understand. We're trying to change things.
He was a guy on the phone.
We're trying to change things around here.
We'll say sorry.
And that's when he walked out.
When you listen to it back,
Yeah.
Jay was slightly aggressive with him. Like at the time, it felt all friendly.
Yeah.
But if you don't have the visuals, if you're just listening to it,
It's like, listen, you son of a... He's like, wow, yeah, that's really nasty.
With friends like that, who needs enemies?
I like the bit where he goes, I'm gonna fuck you in the ass and make you humble.
Yeah.
Like that's so. It's like nice and aggressive.
Yeah. It's fun.
It's a life lesson in there.
Yeah.
And none of us knew that he wanted to do it a different way today, which makes that even better. That Jay Moore went right at him, right out of the box.
He told
Oh, hold on. Sorry.
while we were walking here, while you guys were on the air, we were walking up the hall. And that's when he said, the Iron Sheik's not feeling well today, and he wants to be more positive.
I don't think the Iron Sheik's got many years left. Could you hear him wheezing when he was fighting back?
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
He was out of breath.
He hasn't been on the best of health.
He's going in for ankle surgery, I think, next week.
Oh, boy.
God.
So what?
They don't come back from that.
No. You talked to him as he was leaving, right?
I mean, kind of. I pretty much just left the recorder on, but yeah.
All right, let's see.
From going into mosques and not wearing padded shoes.
Tell that fucking piece of shit, my manager. I'm not interested.
What's his cane you can
You
hear?
can hear the cane. Okay.
That was his
Very
cane
good, Jim
tapping.
Jeffries.
Right.
Now we go back because now you can really appreciate that. That's the cane noise.
What happened? They bothered you?
Yeah, man. Tell him let's go, man. Yeah, tell him let's go. Fuck him. This fucking jabroni want to get involved with that bullshit.
What, he's making you do all this stuff when you don't feel well?
Yeah. Yeah, man. I tell you I don't want to do that shit. Let's go, man. Let's go. Fuck.
Damn, I told you, they went right for the kill for a crazy phone call. We're trying to do, we have a whole different thing we wanted to do.
That, man.
We had a whole different thing we wanted to do today.
What did you want to do?
We had other stuff that we wanted to get over. We didn't want to get over all the craziness. We didn't want to. I don't want to get them all riled up.
I'm done. I'm done.
Trying to make money off this guy.
Yeah.
We'll do something.
What did, I wasn't in there, what did he say?
Well, they went right to a phone call with someone, like, insulting him so he could just do the, curse at him, and he didn't want to do that. We have a whole thing we wanted to promote here, and it just didn't, and it didn't,
Thank God we missed that part.
We needed to promote, and it's just...
Don't let me again fucking around the head. No more again for that. No more bullshit. I'm done, baby. I'm done. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Jay Moore.
That's it.
They were like an old gay couple towards the end, weren't they?
Yeah. Jesus.
Wow.
And it just kept, it was kind of hard to pick up on the recording, but he kept going, when the Iron Sheik was there, Sam, what are you doing? And then leaning in real close and say, I'm sorry, Sam, I don't know, I'm sorry. It was obvious, and then...
Iron Sheik.
And the Sheik he's mad at his manager.
Yeah. I don't even know what the hell happened.
It's very strange.
I don't know what's going on.
Jay Moore.
I don't give a shit.
No,
whatever.
But I don't think he's long for this world, the Iron.
What did we miss? 20 minutes?
I think we got his last
suck
interview.
my dick?
Yeah.
I think that was his last interview.
I think he's going to Gonna die.
All we wanted was to get him back in so Jim Jeffries would go after him.
Yeah.
He's a guy that would hit you, though. He's a guy that would take a swing at you.
Yeah, but there's not many professional wrestlers I think I could beat, but I think I'm more nimble than the Iron Sheik. I'm not saying I would actually beat him in a fight. I think I could outrun him. I could get out of the way
It's a tight space, dude.
I bet you if he fucking threw himself at you, he's a strong, old Iranian wrestler. He's a problem, dude, to this day.
We're not good with washed-up wrestlers.
I just think that would be good for my
That
that would be good for my career, getting beaten up by the Iron Sheik. I'd take that.
So Ventura has walked off this show, and the Iron Sheik, two wrestling legends, have walked off of this program.
Bad things come in threes, right? Who's
That's
next?
right.
Oh, I can't wait.
Maybe Bob Backlund can come in. We'll call him a cunt face.
Roddy Piper.
Are we going to include Gary Coleman? Or?
You
No, he doesn't count.
Exactly.
He doesn't count in your bad
Another
three.
one that won't be back.
No, we were nice to Gary.
Yeah, we were.
He might have walked out, but I think
he was actually a
I think we
fan.
did all right with him.
Who was that?
I think
Gary Coleman.
I think he seemed like a sweet guy.
Yeah.
No, he was a bitter guy. He was a
nice
nice
to us.
guy. He was a very nice guy, but very.
Dude,
bitter.
how many bad hands can you
If
be
that
dealt?
makes sense.
I know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Fucking, I'm adopted. My kidneys are fucked up.
Wait,
I'm
he was
short.
adopted, too?
My
Yeah,
my
he was
adopted
adopted.
parents took my money.
They're the
Lost
ones
all
trying to
that
make
money
it
I
money.
made.
Everybody
Yeah.
calls
Like-
me a shrimp and all the midget and all that shit.
Short stuff.
Yeah, like
Dude, even when he died, somebody sent me a email and they go, Gary Coleman's casket, and it was a picture of that Coleman cooler.
yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that.
No,
Coleman
I saw
cooler.
that.
Really?
And I was
saw
just
that.
like,
Where's that?
oh, did that come from this show?
No, it's just,
Probably did. We did a whole bit yesterday, wasn't it, or 2 days ago?
It's like, all right,
Enough
we've
with
seen
the
it enough
Coleman
times.
cooler.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
But people still try to show you like it's new.
He's one of those guys
Oh,
that
I was just literally, when that happened, I was just like, gee, even when he's dead, it's still just a fucking joke.
I don't care how good his intentions were if he ticked the box on his license that said organ donor, but I don't think any of them are any good.
No,
Yeah,
they're all
exactly.
just rotten.
Little rotten,
Squished in that body.
rejected kidneys and
fucking. His toes look like little macadamia nuts.
Body's too small, so all those organs are earmarked. They're just like bent up.
We do have the trifecta of wrestlers walking out, by the way.
Wrinkled.
Can you fucking let the man rest in peace?
All right.
You're forgetting the greatest wrestler to walk out on us. We
who
do
was-
have a trifecta.
What was that?
The Rock.
Oh, the Rock
With the
walked
racist
out.
shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Why did
That
the Rock?
wasn't
What
me.
did you say to the Rock?
Dude, it was
some guy that ran a website, and he wanted to
Sick
come
Boy.
in here.
Sick Boy's back on Twitter.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
He wanted to come in and meet The Rock, and we were
Big-
like, cool, because we had talked to him for a few times and shit like that.
And we're like, you know what?
Knew him
He
from
might
the
have a
show.
couple questions we don't.
Yeah,
some
have
of
an
that
angle.
inside shit. So we're like, yeah, come on in.
Invite him in. And
We don't know him that well. He
No.
did the show a few times. Seemed nice enough.
So The Rock looks at him, and he asks The Rock a question, and
Well, no, I
he
go,
tells
Sick-
The Rock who he is.
Okay, I go, Sick
Yeah.
Boy, you got a question.
And The Rock recognized the name from this website because The Rock knew about this website. And The Rock had read some racist comments about himself on this website. So
The Rock walked off this show.
The Rock walked
What,
off the show.
what
The Rock,
ethnicity is The Rock?
Jesus Christ.
The Rock is like
all those
Samoan.
great interviews.
Oh,
Yeah.
Walking right out the door.
Just gone.
We didn't
I know.
We call him coconuts in
Yeah, just
Australia.
put some psycho listener on. What could happen?
It's done well by
That's what
us.
they used to do that on Nightline, didn't they? Ted Koppel would be like, you know what? I was going to ask the other.
No,
Let's
he
just
would
have
never
this
do that.
guy from fucking Tennessee. Let's have you ask you a couple of questions. I'm sure nothing could go wrong with this.
Yeah, you might be right.
Take the floor.
You might be right. He walked out on us.
By the way, Anthony's bulge, which I have Twittered a picture of, has got over 1,000 views already.
All right.
Yeah.
Everybody
just-
wants to see that delicious cock.
It's just tight nut bulge, though.
Whatever it is.
Yeah, it's, you know.
Fucking sing Love Me Like a Reptile in those little tight slacks. Fucking some boots.
And you want the Bobo update? He called that number we gave him for your ex.
Oh, really?
Yeah, let's see.
talk to Bobo.
Bobo. So earlier in the show, you admitted that you have something for Anthony's ex of 9 years.
Yeah.
And that you actually masturbate to her.
Yeah, he talked to Melinda at a gig or something. And, yeah, and now he jerks off to her and thinks he's going to get a date with her.
Right, so we gave Bobo her number. Bobo, what happened?
Yeah, well, apparently you guys gave the number on air, and there was a lot of busy signals. And when I finally got through, she probably picked up, and it was just completely quiet.
You have to talk, though.
Yeah, what did you say? Did you say anything?
I said, yeah, it's me, Bobo. They gave me this number. I just want to make sure it was the right number.
You got all the lines.
Oh, wow.
So what happened?
Nothing. Just got hung up on.
By who?
You got to be persistent. Women love a persistent man. Like, you got to
I
keep
was
calling,
hung up on,
show up at the
and I
house,
thought
stand
maybe
out the
she was
front of the
upset
house.
because a lot of people called her because you gave the number on air.
I didn't give it out on air.
Well, the busy signal sounded like it was.
And who picked up, and what did they say?
There was no one. It was just complete utter silence.
Yeah. And that's the update.
Well, Bobo.
It's a hell of
good
an
luck.
update.
I'll put in a good word for you.
It's quite the theater of the mind you do.
All right. Well, I should I try calling again?
Yeah, call as often as you can until you get through.
Yeah. All right, Bobo. That's it for
All
you
right.
today. You were really good in the beginning of the show.
Yeah.
Not so much right now.
Not so much right now. And
all right. Mike in Albany. Mike.
Hey, Opie, wasn't the Rock interview the one where when he walked off, you told him he was nothing and would never be as big as y'all were?
Well, we might have said that to the Rock Bill Burr. 'Cause then I got mad that he didn't see it our way because I'm like, we don't know this guy. Come back. We'll fucking smooth this over. And then when he said no, I'm like, you know what?
Yeah,
you'll never be as big as
You'll never be as big as
he was
we are.
He was kind of just coming up and just starting to peak.
What a pompous, dumb statement.
Boy, that really worked out in my favor. I think he's on his 8th movie.
I think
we're making about 10 to 20 million a picture.
We've all been there.
I auditioned for that Tooth Fairy film.
Did you?
Yeah.
Tooth Fairy?
Yeah. And it's very few. I've never been in a movie, but sometimes I was like, thank God I didn't get that one.
Yeah, that wasn't one you wanted.
That's the one you always get the call back for because you don't give a shit. Yeah, he's so loose and relaxed. We'd love to have him on the set.
Oh.
I remember they were doing. I think I told this story. I auditioned like maybe 14 or 15 years ago. Remember that show Fame?
Yeah.
They were doing Fame L.A. and they needed a comedian.
No.
So it's one of the deals. I'm early in my career, and it's just like you don't know that you have a choice. So if they just say you have an audition, so I'm going, I don't want to get this shit. So I went in, of course, I get a call back. I got all the way to testing in front of the network where we had to do improv with like some of the groundlings down literally at the improv, and fortunately I kind of butchered that, and I didn't get it. But I was sitting there kind of like I was in a panic. Going, I'm gonna
you might actually get it.
I'm going to get on. You know how bad a TV show has to be to throw you into a panic? I'm going to be on a TV show. I can pay my bills. Fame LA came this close.
Did that show actually go ahead, Fame LA?
You know what? I don't know. I'm so fucking wrapped up
What
in
was
my
Fame
own.
LA? I'm sorry, but I was out.
We were talking. He was talking about auditioning for the movie Tooth Fairy, and that's one you don't want to get. And I was just, telling those stories where you go in, it's a piece of shit, so you don't care, and it comes off as like you know what you're doing,
right?
Because you could give a fuck.
Oh my God!
Yeah. He's improvising. This kid's got balls.
That show never made TV. I don't think, right? They never did LA Fame.
I have no idea.
Or whatever.
I don't remember ever seeing it or hearing about it.
Yeah,
Not that I would watch.
That was during the time
did
of
they
like
franchise them out
Cop
like
Rock.
CSI or something.
Oh wow,
Cop
yeah.
Rock.
Cop Rock. Yeah.
What a great idea. Let's have a cop show where they sing and dance. Oof.
That wouldn't even have worked in the 40s.
No. A Busby Berkeley production.
Hello, my baby.
Hello, my honey.
You got a parking ticket.
We could do one more thing today. What?
What?
Yes. Oh, Ant's looking at his watch. What do you got today? What do you got today?
Well,
going to the range.
I had to switch things around with the trainer. So it's
Some
today.
things.
You got a
Today.
personal trainer?
Yes.
He looks good. Your forearms look fucking good.
My
Anthony
fucking
buffs
arms,
up
dude,
quickly.
I am like fucking. Look at that. Look at me.
That's what I've been doing.
He has those white trash jeans from all those ancestors of loading and unloading trucks.
Just a skinny idiot with a fucking big dick and fucking good definition in his biceps.
That's all I got.
Oh, you fucking wiry cunt.
That long blue collar back, and then you got them fucking midget legs. You can pick up a box without bending over.
Long blue collar back.
Remember those kids? They always took shop class. Their fucking Izod could never make it to their waist.
There was the guy, and those guys on the job sites always had like the leather weight belt that they'd wear at work. Just so when they're lifting stuff up, they don't pull their back out.
Yeah, as opposed to asking for help.
I know. They're lifting fucking washing machines and shit.
Why don't you have a friend help you fucking scumbag?
Dummy.
Well, you want to play this or not? Or you want to get out of here?
What is it?
Just a fucking woman calling 911 looking for a husband.
Oh, excellent. Excellent.
That was a great clip. Great clip.
Comedy.
Yeah, let's get some comedy on the air.
Yeah, let's do
You
something.
called 3 times. What do you need? I called you back. You don't answer. What is your emergency? What can the police department help you with at this very moment? What do you need?
I don't answer because my telephone is off.
Okay, well, it's not off because you keep dialing 911 and not answering. You hang up and you're not there. What do you need us to do for you right now? I have an emergency call on the other line.
I need to get a husband.
You need to get a husband.
Yeah.
You're calling
Yeah.
911 to get a husband.
Well,
that doesn't. Yes, you know you can get arrested for dialing 911. Do you know you can get arrested for dialing 911?
Let's do it.
You want to get arrested for dialing 911?
Absolutely.
Okay. You stay on the line, okay?
Thank you, dear.
She's
All right. Audrey, okay, we're going to send you an officer, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh,
Bye-bye.
Just another fucking burden.
Another
Another
me.
fucking nut.
Me.
We really should just start putting fucking bullets into people's temple.
No, but I also think the fucking woman, the 911 woman, if you're so concerned about the line being held up, just hang up on this fucking...
She'll keep calling back. She's had enough of this bitch.
I once, when I was a kid, was driving home and I saw like a fucking tree on fire that had hit like the power wires, right?
Yeah.
So I'm driving home, and I've seen this, and it's late at night. I was working in this bar, so I've come home, I was 18 years old. So I go knock on the fucking door with this tree's on fire at the front and wake the family up and go, "Oh, the tree's on fire," right? Then I call the fire engine thinking I'm a fucking god. I've just saved people. In my mind, I just saved lives, right? And I ring up and I go, "Oh, there's a fire out the front of this house." And then they go, "Okay, what's the address?" And I go, "It's fucking on the corner of fucking..." And the lady goes, "If you're going to speak like that, I'll just hang up on you." And I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding? I'm a hero." But she was upset about the fucking swearing, and she works on the 911. That's not really...
maybe you should be prepared for people using some language when they get
Guy
excited.
just fucking stabbed me,
Sir. Wow. It's no surprise to me that he did if you're using language like that.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Maybe if you cleaned it up and stopped shouting.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, what a bunch of
I can always
knuckleheads.
tell he's about to say something.
I know
for
when,
the little
when
while.
Chip's ready to talk. Yes, Chip?
No, she's lady probably is saying, "Watch your language." You're probably like, "What are you talking about? This whole place is burning, right?"
I'm telling you what, it's a good
so uncomfortable. It's just not.
All right, well, I think we did it.
Yes, we did.
What do we got? Jim Jeffrey, Stress Factory tonight.
Stress
through
Factory.
Sunday.
And-
Wilbur Theater in Boston coming up soon. That's next weekend. Second show added because the first one sold out. God damn. What we got?
Beer content may kill oil. Is that what they're going to do? I mean, the sound is
Really?
down. Are they going to dump yeast into the Gulf?
Some kind of
Oh, yeah,
some
yeast
kind of
infection.
thing that will actually eat the oil.
It will make it into Vegemite.
Yeah. Yeah, then it'll shit out something else.
I'm going to bring some in for you. Next time I got buckets. Next time I'm in, I'm bringing you some in to fucking eat.
That's like a black guy saying he's going to bring in like some kind of stereotypical black food.
Like a stolen stereo.
I wasn't going to say anything. I'm just saying he's having an Australian saying he's going to bring in a Vegemite. It's like, oh, good.
Yeah.
And I'll bring in some calamari.
It is never fucking.
Are you a Dago? Are you? Are you Italian?
Yeah. I'm all fucking Dago.
Dagoed out.
Yep.
Yep.
Goddamn guinea.
It's hard not to be. It's very attractive. People like that quality.
Oh, yeah?
It's popular. Tomorrow maybe we'll discuss, but Chip has gotten caught up in it. And he's known as Chipper D around the house.
Chipper D.
For the Jersey Shore thing.
And I hear he dances to chip hop music.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why your chick stays with you.
You believe me, you have no idea how I was having my face almost bitten last night.
She
Really?
hated it.
Hated it was Sudley.
Subtly.
She's really getting tired of all the characters.
She's
She's like, I just
it.
want my boyfriend.
She probably doesn't even want that.
There might be one character she likes who she thinks is the boyfriend.
No, she hates all of them.
Sudley.
Yeah.
Good old Sudley. All right, we're going to find out more about that tomorrow.
Yeah.
Bill Burr, 2 shows tonight at Caroline's, 212-757-4100, and then Friday, and then 3 shows Saturday. Wow. A lot of them selling out, too, so go see Bill Burr. He doesn't get to New York that often, so do that.
Yes.
And you're going to be back tomorrow?
Absolutely.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Like
Jeffrey, you coming back tomorrow?
It's a long way from Jersey.
I'm
doing. I think I'm doing.
What happened to the eager Jim Jeffries when you first met us?
When I'm in New
when
York,
you first met us.
When I'm in New York, I wanted something out of life then. But I'm doing. I think I'm doing Jim Brewer's show tomorrow afternoon.
Ah, okay.
He's a nice lad. He's a funny guy.
Yeah,
absolutely.
We like him.
All right.
He's a good egg.
Let's get the
I got my Raw Dog show today.
Oh, yeah, Jimmy.
4 o'clock with XM 150, Sirius 104. Florentine's my co-host, and Otto is my guest today. Otto.
Very cool.
Yes.
Otto.
And we'll see you tomorrow, I guess, huh?
Yep, let's do that. Yeah, something's going on with
She's
her.
got to be. Like that whole 911 call where she's just like going, don't, and she goes, I suffer from seizures.
I'm very suspect of her, by the way. I'm very suspect of this whole thing.
I heard Opie
think
already
something's
called that maybe she was involved.
No, Anthony.
I was.
No, I said outdoors
watching,
gay. We got a couple things going on the show.
I've been watching too many shows, those crime shows.
Okay.
The real ones, not CSI or something like that, but that First 48, and then the Cold Case Files.
First 48 is going to get somebody killed.
It already. Well, they're saying they were kind of responsible for somebody being shot in Chicago.
Why wouldn't they? I like when they black out somebody's face, but they leave their voice. Like if they blacked out your face, like I wouldn't know that was you.
Yeah, you wouldn't know it's me.
And you're standing in front of your vehicle, but they blacked out the license plate. Gee, there sure are a lot of El Caminos out there.
They're
I wonder
dealing
who that
with
is.
some hardcore motherfuckers too, like killers, and they just barely pixelate some guy's face.
Dude,
yeah,
I saw one.
him.
I saw one where there was like an 8-year-old kid who saw the shooting. So they walk up to the kid's house. They're showing the kid's entire house, and then they black out his face, and then they pan for just in case the criminals.
They didn't black out his face.
Oh, Jesus, Anthony, really? Still?
Hey, kid, close your eyes, kid.
Still.
You think he's going to change?
You just figured. It started off, he seemed like he had a little sympathy for Gary Coleman. He was siding on him, and I was like, maybe he flipped a little bit.
I do. I have a lot of sympathy for Gary Coleman. I think he was murdered. I think he was murdered. I absolutely.
By what? That pure white woman?
Horrid
wait,
woman.
I want to know what they panned to.
They panned to basically where what the kids saw, the crime. So just in case the guys was just so fucking stupid that they couldn't figure out what house that was, they showed its juxtaposition to what the kids saw.
To where the crime was? It's within shooting distance, yeah.
Yeah,
it's very obvious where the witness lives.
Yeah, they show their house,
Come on.
their whole body from the neck down, their car. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
They had a big issue in Chicago. They were serving an arrest warrant for some guy, and it was a murder rap. So they took the crew down, the camera crew. They got one of the teams together that bust into the house. They busted open the door, and there are allegations that right as the door opened, one of the cops fired into the room and hit a girl, like 9, 10-year-old girl, and killed her. And this was all on video from First 48. So the Chicago mayor has now said there will be no more cameras following around police during any of these
exposing
activities.
what we're doing.
But it's like exposing what we're doing.
It's like that gay guy who got tasered off the cliff the other day. What was
the porn guy.
Yeah, the porn. Was he a gay porn star or was he regular?
No, I think he's right. Regular.
All right, good for him.
Good for him.
But it was that whole thing they go, because of the taser that made him fall off. He was jumping already.
He was jumping.
Yeah, he was already.
He was doing the old suicide by cop.
Yeah, suicide by cop.
Yeah.
You pull out fucking something shiny and point it at him real quick, and you're done for.
Close your eyes and look the other way.
That's it. I didn't kill myself. At least I could be buried in a real cemetery. I don't know. It's I don't
but doesn't
think
God know what you're thinking?
No.
God knows what you're thinking, then technically you don't get in.
Yeah, isn't that a technicality? But, I mean, come on. you can still get in, right?
Well, you're saying if you
kill
Bill Burr and Jim Jeffries making their way into the studio. Got to go to Sean in Rochester real fast.
Hey there, Sean.
What's up, Shawnee?
Hey, guys.
Hey.
I was just watching a Today Show, getting ready, and some 13-year-old girl just said cunt twice to Meredith.
Yeah, it's coming in a lot, so I guess it happened. We're trying to get the audio.
Oh,
What was the circumstance? Like, what happened?
They're talking about I guess some girl got beat to, like, half to death over a text message.
Yeah.
And they were asking her what the text messages she saw said. And she just said it, and
oh, that's great.
You know, like, called her a cunt. Yeah, it was pretty wild.
And then I heard Meredith Vieira gave her a scolding or something.
Yeah, she just said, you know, please watch your language, honey.
Meredith.
All right, well, thank you for the heads up. We'll get the audio on the air soon.
Look who's joining us.
All right, brother.
Look who's joining us.
Bill Burr and Jim Jeffries in studio.
Jim Jeffries.
Hello, gentlemen.
Let me get the plugs in. Bill Burr's going to be at Caroline's this weekend, right, Bill?
Yeah, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
So starting tonight through and Sunday, it says. Oh no, I guess
Sunday's
okay, no, never mind. It says Sunday 12 a.m. So that's a they're looking at a third show Saturday night for you.
Yeah,
you're that guy now at Caroline's.
Yes, I am. They're working me like a dog.
Holy shit!
No, they've always had the third show, and like 25 people show up. Like, let's get through this quick. What's the deal with everything? Good night, everybody.
You feel good because you got 2 sold-out shows, so they go, look, let's go for a third.
Yeah,
and
no,
they have to ruin it all.
It's kind of one of those things. Somebody finally told me that just do 3 on Saturday rather than doing the 1 on Sunday because the same 150 people show up.
That's a good idea. You know? And then Jim Jeffries is at the Stress Factory starting tonight, right, Jim?
Yep.
We want to know, are you drunk?
No.
I saw your tweet about 5:30 in the morning saying...
I've apologized to all of you individually for the last time I was here.
I apologize. Great.
Yeah, I watched about 5 minutes of it back on the internet. Now, I got to say, because I did come in, last time I was here, I was plied with so much drugs, it was unbelievable, right? And I had a girlfriend at the time, and then I was hitting on that thing, so I lost that girlfriend. And because people kept on putting it up on the fucking internet, like this whole thing of me just openly saying I'm on drugs and then I shagged some bird or something. And I was actually writing to people to get it taken down, but they were putting it up faster than I could put it on.
There's no fighting the internet tide.
There's no damage control on the internet.
No.
It's over.
Once it's on there, it's done.
Damage burst
spreads like the plague.
But I was a mess, and I'd like to openly apologize for the last time.
Oh, I don't even think one's necessary.
So you are sober.
Great
That's
job.
a drag for everybody.
Yeah, that's what people want to hear me wasted now, don't they?
It was a lot of fun last time.
He's apologizing for great radio.
I know, right?
Yeah, right?
Yeah, sorry, I made your job easy.
Thanks for apologizing. Jesus.
Bill, the Gary Coleman photos, someone was telling me you're all pissed off about that. E-Rock was telling me.
Oh, no. Yeah, he just told me about it. I didn't follow that. I was real depressed when he died.
Yeah.
We had him on, man. It was depressing.
My age, just to know, even with kidney failure, somebody could die at that age.
Kind of freakish, yeah. Yeah, not just.
But it
kind
means
of
that you've got a
guy.
better chance.
No, I understand, but you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's just still like I thought that he was going to have the Travolta comeback, you know, like Tarantino would somehow figure out how to make him a badass. You know what I mean? You have the 2 chrome guns, and all of a sudden, you know, Gary's back.
Bring in the midget.
Coleman.
Yeah, some of the medical breakthroughs, they could grow a couple kidneys in like a petri dish.
Yeah,
stick them in there.
But obviously his wife was a right cunt, right?
Oh, yeah.
If you kill yourself, you don't get into heaven.
You go to purgatory, which
there's
is
like
the
whole
shit.
thing going on.
Fair.
So if
I'm planning on killing myself one day. I don't need this heaped on.
Now the whole afterlife's gonna be fucked up.
There's no God. What a ridiculous thing to say. What a ridiculous American fucking idea.
Yeah, because we're the only ones in the world.
No, 85% of Americans believe in God. In Australia, it's like 32%.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wow, they're so advanced over there.
Yeah, they really are.
That's great.
Bunch of kangaroo rapists.
That and Men at Work. Crocodile Dundee.
We believe
Jesus
in Men
Christ.
at Work and Crocodile.
What do the rest believe in? Just nothingness?
Just cricket.
Cricket.
Yeah, I don't know.
it?
Just, casual racism.
You don't believe in, there's not a big religious thing going on down there, huh?
No, it's too hot for that type of activity.
Too hot for that, yeah. So you just think it's just blackness and nothingness?
I just think, of course, when you die, it's like...
over.
Yeah, it's like...
It's like before you were born.
Before you were born, same thing.
No, you become part of the earth.
Yeah.
That's what we're supposed to be doing. We're not supposed to be putting caskets. You're supposed to go on the ground and become like a fossil fuel or like limestone. You just get impacted down.
Yeah, I think after a while, you make a canyon. No matter what it is, it kind of happens, right? You know, even if you're in a casket, 1,000 years ain't going to do it, but maybe 10,000, there'll be nothing left.
You should get burnt when you die. You shouldn't get put in a casket and go.
Put them in the ground, enrich the soil.
No, burn and then just scatter ashes. Because if you put someone in a fucking box under the ground, people are going to keep coming along. We're going to run out of ground space. It's just common maths, right?
Yeah.
But also, it's people don't take care of the gravestones after the kids. Grandkids don't give a fuck. They're never cleaning up the tombstone.
As time goes by,
you only get one generation of care. You get one more generation of care on your tombstone, and after that, you're a fucking nobody.
The grandkids ain't picking weeds out from there.
No one cares. No one's cleaning that thing.
Cleaning up the flowers.
That is the God's honest truth right there.
Yeah, and if you didn't have kids, you don't even get a generation. You get fucking nothing. You get till your brother dies.
That's true, because if you go to a funeral, you go to the cemetery, they plant whoever you're fucking planting, and then when you're walking out, you look down at some of those headstones in there. They're pretty old.
Yeah.
And no one's been in front of that thing with any emotion for fucking years.
Some creepy historian.
Yeah, that's it.
Looking you up in the town records. He was a cobbler.
He was a cobbler. That's exactly it. No one cares, though. There's no caring, kneeling by the grave and talking to it, and you meant so much.
I'm saying you shouldn't even go in a casket. Just stick you in the ground.
In the ground, raw.
Yeah, grow corn over you.
My friend died when I was...
some snow peas.
When I was 16, my best mate died in a car accident, right?
Oh, that's tragic.
But that's what happens. Every teenager has a story where someone at school dies in a fucking car. Yeah. But then he used to surf every day, so his mum said to me and his other mate and his brother, said, all right, look, go scatter him out at the beach where he surfed every morning, right? So we swam out with this bag of ashes above our heads, like all crying, swam out in the water and made a little circle and said, goodbye, Nick, you're a good mate, see you later. And then we cracked the bag open, just fucking covered in ash. We went out with such emotion and ran out like fucking, get it off me! Get it off me!
Yeah, this is his essence.
How old is he that his mother takes him? I wanted to know, too. How old the guy is he?
We had a couple questions.
Maybe his phone crapped out.
Who knows? Whatever.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah, I know. How old is that? What does it say? Wonderful mother. Great slave owner.
She only whipped them when they were bad.
Great slave.
Had 7 kids, died at 16.
A pioneer.
That was really something back then. God damn.
Oh, that's good. All right, we'll go with an Ash story. Peter, help me out. That last call sucked. Peter in Jersey.
Hey, how you guys doing? I was talking about Jim. You're hilarious. I saw you in Foxville, Pinebrook. But I'm a pilot. I managed a flight school up here. We were dumping ashes over a college in New Jersey. We open the window, we let him go, half the fucker blows right back into us in our hair.
Shit.
It always sounds good on paper, but we're learning it's not a good idea. Why would you fucking dump it over a college? I don't think the college kids appreciate that.
Yeah.
Oh, the guy worked there forever, and that was like his last dying wish. But we were like, all right, what? Like, we brought one up the
what a loser.
Your whole life, fucking life, and it's a college.
Right
I would have been an urn.
Yeah, what was his hobby?
Just annoying people.
I sucked at everything, and I mowed lawns.
My father.
What was his hobby? How about you fucking go with that one?
Yeah.
Or instead of where you worked for 50 years.
I want to be spread over a hooker.
one of the relatives, and I go, no, you got to dump the fucker out, not me. I ain't open him. And then finally, halfway through, he starts all come back to play. We're like, let the bag go. So I'm sure.
Did you say, let the bag go?
Yeah.
I thought he said, let the fag go.
That's a hell of a last
the
wish.
ashes, 90% of it's coffin. Because they burn the box and everything. And then they just give you a portion of it. It's not the whole thing.
Right. Yeah. Why don't they give you the whole thing?
Then they grind it up.
It's a garbage bag of ashes.
Well, that's creepy, though. Where's the rest of the ashes?
They give you a little box as a, like
a shoulder and a butt cheek.
Party
right.
It's like going to KFC. Let me get a 2-piece.
Also, do you think they clean it out after each burning? There's fucking you getting a bit of someone else's uncle and a bit of someone else's
thing. A lot of people like to think that they got the whole fucking body in their urn. You're ruining it for everybody.
They don't. Well, why was my friend this big and then my grandmother was much bigger? Like, how the fuck did that work out?
Just more ashes, right?
Yeah, he was much taller
They give you
than
more
her and
ashes
everything.
for your buck.
It's the breast.
So all the
Tit makes a lot of ashes.
So all these people with urns, they only got part of their loved one in there?
Yeah, they've only got part of their loved one. They've got part of someone else's loved one. I'm trying to, because they don't. It's not like they clean that oven out. They just scrape a bit from the end.
Yep.
Of course they do.
All right, thanks a bunch, guys.
All right, I'm sure you're right, but we don't want to think that about it.
And they
right?
run the bones through a grinder, too. Like they grind them up a little bit.
I think they just put the coffin in and just fucking light the bastard up.
Wait a minute. What do you mean?
Because the bones don't.
Do they fillet you and then they just?
Well, no, they burn it, and then like what's left, the bones don't really burn. So they gotta grind it up. They run it through like a.
What do they do with that?
That goes in the urn also.
See, I'd give them to a
Put some of that in
dog.
there.
I wouldn't mind if a dog was eating my bones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I
like
wouldn't mind
big
that.
femur in his mouth.
They reckon that so many wankers think that they can donate their skull to the theatre, and then when they do Macbeth, that my skull will still be performing. You know what I mean? Performing. But there's so many cunts that are doing this. The theatre companies around the world are like, no more skulls.
We've got it. This man, we're going to pour it in the ocean where he was happiest. This is what's him. It's his essence. Ew! Ew, motherfucker!
You inhale his femur.
It was all over me. Most of him was showered off at one of those little, those outdoor showers.
Oh, shit. So he just went down with some drainage.
That's where he's actually scattered in the sewage system of Bondi Beach.
God damn, man.
God, that's funny.
It's tragic. No, Gary Coleman. Get back
All right,
to him.
back to that.
Tragic. I think it was
So
murder.
very tragic.
I think it was murder, though. And now they're talking about some kind of blood spatter evidence that was not.
That was just his kidney
doesn't
fucking
go along
rejecting.
with,
Nah, there's something
her
going on
story.
there. They're looking into it. Somebody's going to get arrested.
I think she has no
Little black male.
emotion for this guy.
She's a chick. She'll get away with it.
Yeah.
She'll do that thing where they put both their hands right above on their breastplate.
I didn't
and they just get out of it. That's all they have to do.
I didn't know that strangling him was wrong.
Like this.
They just
I was in the kitchen and
It's like all those wives are like mob bosses. Like they have no fucking idea. I thought he was a baker. Really? Really? Is that what you thought he was doing?
Yeah, no mob boss wife ever goes away for anything, and they know everything that went on.
It's like you didn't wonder how a baker drove a Bentley? How did that not occur to you, stupid?
I am Enzo.
Oh, fuck. Did you see the bedside photo, though?
I saw that. She
leaned in, Bill.
She
Did you
leaned
see
in
the
like,
photo?
like she's taking a shot with fucking. It looked like Jimmy with Ozzy.
Coleman's got all the tubes and everything. He's on his deathbed, obviously. She leans in for the photo like it's
She's
for
doing
her
the
Facebook
same
page.
leaning that you do,
Did she do
when
the
you
peace sign?
when
Yeah,
your
right?
friend's fucked up drunk on the couch
Yeah.
and you take the photo like
Exactly. Faggot on his head.
yeah.
Snap the picture.
There's a cock with a little piss there.
Put your ball bag next to him.
The thing is, he looked even smaller when he was dying.
Yeah, he
Like
did.
his face, he looked like he got younger at the last moment.
It was.
I said he looked like a preemie baby.
Yeah, like a preemie baby.
What's a preemie baby?
Premature baby.
Oh, a premature
Born a
baby.
bit early. And
Yeah,
then you got
like
all
that.
those tubes.
They're always wrinkly little Benjamin Button-looking fucks, aren't they? Premature babies. Like, how many times have you seen them in the incubator things and thought, just fucking slap it on the back of the head at the end of the table and start again? It's not like you even wasted 9 months, darling. It was out in 5. Get over it and move on.
Shit, what the fuck, dude?
Darling.
Oh, damn. Wow.
And I'm not even drunk this time.
You're talking about graveyards. I got to get this guy in the line. Justin in Tampa. Mother drags him to the grave of who, Justin?
My 6th great-grandmother, like great-great-great-great-great-great-grandmother Phoebe.
Why do you guys got to go to her grave?
Person. What's that?
Why do you have to go to her grave?
I have no idea. It's kind of in a similar cemetery as my great-grandparents.
Because
What do you mean?
Without her banging without a condom, he wouldn't be there. That's basically
What do you mean
historical
kind
moment.
of similar? Either it's the same one or it's not. Because all cemeteries are kind of similar.
Right. How's the keep around the gravestone? Is it good?
Yellow.
Holy shit, what a waste of fucking time that was. What a waste of fucking